Alright, gang. Let's feckin'
Hello.
do it. Let's do it!
Yep.
Kiara is surprised.
Mm,
No luck,
not
Tammy.
even, not even looking in the right direction.
No, no.
Did I still roll for Kiara though?
Yeah, you'll just go next round. Well,
Okay.
really, you might end up changing your initiative anyway, so you might as well just not roll an initiative this round, and then when
Roll
you
for Kiara.
when you decide what you're doing, roll it next round. But yeah, you can still roll for Charlemagne.
Do I roll for Helmond still too?
Yeah, if you're doing Helmond, you do Helmond.
Do I need to manually adjust for my dexterity?
No, that is factored into the sheet.
Right. Okay.
The reason it still has a thing to add on when you roll the dice is in case you've got any situational modifiers to strength or dexterity.
Yeah.
So, I see Sneaky Nook has rolled. David, what is Sneaky Nook doing?
Do you want to add another? He's got both swords out, so you can add another initiative. I'll add that in.
Yep. Added another turn.
And as far as Cornate is concerned, he was carrying his knife. Dumpty dum. I think he will try casting that.
So, Knave's casting a spell.
Well, you can actually see its feet now.
You need to, you need to utilise them while you can, like.
Yes, yes.
So, Sneaky Nook, I've put your second initiative order up, so you can add that. Darrow, what are you doing?
I put for his using the sword, but the axe, but I suspect he's going to not to be able to get through, in which case he'll use the what's its name power, the Eric's blessing power.
We need to try and pick one or the other, though, eh? Because you're either attacking or you're using a spell or power. Like, I don't mind you switching weapons to a faster weapon mid-round after you've chosen what you're doing, but the whole point of choosing what you're doing at the start of the initiative is so you can roll for what you plan on doing.
In that case, we'll use his initiative. The Barracks Ram's blessing is a one segment thing,
One.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll reduce his initiative to 3.
Before you ask, I've still not decided what you're getting for the level 5, but I still promise you'll get it before you make level 6.
So Darrow is going to move so he can join combat next round and do a Barracks Ram's blessing on the way.
Okay. Love it. So,
Who's looking after Gillian and Helmond, by the way?
One of
Sure. Oh, do you mean character sheets? I've done Helmond.
Okay.
it's not come up. What did he roll?
fuck.
You rolled-
What did he roll? Let me go back in my chat. You guys must think I just like pay no attention. He rolled a 10. His spear.
Okay.
And Gillian.
I know what was wrong. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
My bad.
who's controlling Gillian.
I've got him at the moment.
Okay. What about Charlemagne the Bear? Tammy.
He rolled a 7.
That's everybody now, eh? So, Darrow goes first, and you're uttering the words for Barrackram's Blessing, which is just basically, for anybody that's watching that knows the game that hasn't heard of that, it's just a bless spell. Flavoured.
And how far can he move?
Half movement. And then cast it.
So half movement for him again is
30.
yeah. So that's 25 feet. He can be somewhere behind Ant and the car, can't he?
Yes.
We'll move there. And he's done Barrack's blessing. And then if not, we'll be saying, let me in, lad.
So, how many rounds does the Barrackton blessing last? And I'll add it to the token.
It's 6 rounds.
And does it affect everybody?
Yes, I think even Sneaky Nook's going to be within range.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Let me look at Bless.
I think its range is either 30 or 60 feet, I don't remember. Not range, it's area of effect.
First level spells, Bless, area of effect. 50-foot cube. Range
So 25 feet, so it gets everybody.
So I can position it. Yes,
You can bless everybody.
so that it gets everybody. If I said to hit on the bear, I think everyone will be within the 50-foot cube.
Okay, so everybody now has +1 attack and save.
Yeah, in fact, it's quite comfortable, everyone being within the 50-foot cube.
Nice. Okay, so next we have Cornathan. He was casting a spell, right?
He's doing a Melf's Acid Arrow.
Okay.
Let's just pull up his sheet. And... what do I actually have to press to cast it?
You actually have to make an attack roll for this.
Yes, that's what I thought.
And I think you make it at the level... A fighter the same as your level or something. You make it as if you're a level whatever you are. Fighter. I think.
Okay.
Yes, David, as far as casting the spell and seeing the description, you click, there's radio buttons near the top where the spells is one of we've got character description and spells as the other.
Yes, I know. I'm on spells at the moment, and I just pressed the button for Melf's.
I think you still have to click your token first, etc. Sorry.
Oh, hang on, my apologies. That was initiative. So, so I rolled that again. So
Yeah.
let's make sure I got the token selected. Let's click on the cast button. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
There we go.
Now I have to roll to hit.
Yep.
So
This is, yeah, as if fired from a bow of a wizard of the same level.
which isn't very good against these things.
So what are you level what? That's
Well,
not going to do
is
it.
not going to hit it.
That's not going to hit it.
Even if we discuss Bless.
No, a 5 is not going to hit.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
And a macar. You're right there next to it. What are you going to do?
Well, I must leap in and attack it. Hopefully, prevent it from attacking my friends here.
Oof, good luck.
But well, look at the ground, not upwards at it. So,
So you have a -2 on your attack. +1 from the bless, so it's a -1.
-1. Right. I shall roll. Let's get to my sheet. My weapon. And
For it.
swing it. So -1.
Ooh. That's reasonably helpful.
That's a hit. That is a hit.
Even if you die, at least you can feel you've died heroically.
Thank you for those
Hey,
words of encouragement.
This is when it gets difficult for him. He's a level 1 character jumping into level 5 party.
Yeah.
This monster's well leveled for you guys. Like for the rest of you.
So, do I get a +1 damage for?
No,
that's only from prayer. That's not from bless.
Okay. Well, let's hope that's a good roll.
9 is very decent.
Yeah.
That is better. Yeah, that's good. Job.
Good job. Yeah. So Charlemagne.
I want to say that he would just turn around and swipe at it without looking at it, but he doesn't know he's not supposed to look at it.
That's the problem.
Correct.
Yeah, because the bear. So, as Charlemagne the bear, I'm going to say, is that where he is?
Yep.
Did you know? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just shuffling around a little bit.
Well, and he's going to attack with his paw.
Okay.
So
You get the 3 attacks,
He's
but
Yeah.
he has to make a save now. Versus, is it spell? Or,
Can I
or he's
attack
confused.
first?
No. You make the save
Okay.
first. Now, you
it's
make...
versus spell, I think.
Yep, so you roll a d20.
Okay.
You want high here.
And you can get +1 because of the bless.
Mm-hmm. That's not going to be enough. So what hit dice is a bear? So... It's not going to be high enough anyway, is it?
Nope.
You don't need to work out. It's not going to be high enough. It would have had to be higher. So the bear is now confused. So where's the table for the confusion?
I think it's a D10 in second ed. Let me go.
I really
It's a
don't need to be
4th
fighting.
level wizard spell.
Confusion. Okay, so D10. Roll a D10 for
How many rounds?
No, just roll a D10.
It came up as me.
Attack nearest creature.
Duration is 2 rounds plus 1 per level, but that's in the. It's in the description for Umber Hulk. Hang on, I'll just check out that.
Let's hope the nearest creature is the Umber Hulk and not me.
Well, what did you roll?
His
7.
attack
You rolled a 7, so it's attack nearest creature for 1 round, then roll again. Right, so let's see how many rounds this lasts. Umber Hulk. Confusion, what is it?
Don't think it actually says how many rounds it lasts.
As per the spell, unless a saving throw versus spell is made.
So in that case, it's as if cast by a creature
Of its level, it's 8th level.
So
yes.
that would be 10 rounds.
10 rounds. So this lasts 10 rounds, this confusion. So attack nearest creature for 1 round. So you can make 3 attacks against the nearest creature. Now, we've got Kiara, and a Makar, and the Umber Hulk. So what we'll do is we'll do 1 or 2 is the... In fact, no, because it's bigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the Umber Hulk. 5 is Andy Makar, and 6 is Kiara. Roll a d6.
Fuck me.
Andy Makar.
I'm so sorry.
I gave you fair chance there. Probably fairer than I should have. Probably not fair. Probably better than fair. So yeah, make your attacks against Andy Makar.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I bet I get the best rolls I've ever had.
You did not bad when you were attacking Cornaith with him.
Oh, yeah, but that's because Cornaith deserved it. Will I do hit, or will I do hit,
No,
damage,
you have to
hit, damage?
hit damage first. Do it like that.
Okay, what size is he?
Small to medium.
Do I have to put the
You
extras in?
Roll to hit first. Yeah, and you
Okay.
still you've got +1 on
1.
your attack.
Hmm?
+1
I
on
know.
your attack.
Does that hit him, Trevor?
No, he's quite a good armor class. If he's
Nice.
Yes,
easy combat.
yes.
Nice. So roll another
Yeah.
paw.
Yeah, I was going to say, just get ready, though, because that one might just have bounced you.
Nice. Right, roll the bite.
Please don't bite me.
Oh.
Yes.
Roll the damage.
So we're now going to have to kill Charlotte
Yeah.
and save Undermaker.
D8.
It's on the chart. It's on the table.
They're both thingies anyway. That's okay.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah.
2 damage and the macaw. So the confused bear bites you. Now, next turn you roll again, apparently. So you're confused for 10 rounds. Let me just put something on him for that. So 10.
Well, he said the tax for the first round, so it should really
Be 9.
drop down to 9 now.
Okay.
Be 9 next round.
Right, okay,
No.
go. Nah, it stays at 10, It's fine. Don't matter. Who's next? Eleonora. I've already wrote the 10, I'm not changing it. Eleonora, what's she doing?
Eleonora is waving her sword.
Go for it, good luck.
+1.
Boom. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Aye, sorry, I just looked at the.
That'll definitely do it. These things have got pretty good armor class, but not that good. Oh.
Oh dear.
Not such a good blow.
No. Alright. Gillian.
Gillian, I think, is going to, hearing the noise, will turn round and try and figure out how far he can go. So, gets to there, sees... Oh god, he can't get there. Can he squeeze in front of Cornaith?
Yes, I'll say yes. I'm going to be generous this time, yes.
He can't go between the bear and Undermacar because they're fighting.
People be watching me thinking, he's fucking softest DM, like, yeah, go for it.
He's going to shoulder charge Cornaith out of the way. Mages shouldn't get into hand-to-hand combat with Umber Hulks. And he will scream as he swipes at it with his battle axe. Well,
Good luck. I'm too generous, I'm too soft.
I feel like you've been mean tonight already.
No. I changed that 10 to a 9.
Yeah.
Right, so swings his battle axe.
No.
No.
Helmut.
So I'm just looking. He's like, he would obviously be facing this way, wouldn't he? And not in a wall. But
Yeah.
is he round this side with Stinking Hook?
No, he's there. Now,
Okay.
did you see he rolled initiative for a spear?
Yep.
That was clever. Because he's
No.
not getting in with a sword.
I know. He remembers what happened with the last one, and he's at the fucking back. So, where he is he able to? I don't know what his distance on stuff is, or what he's.
Yeah, he can move up to 60 feet and then attack, so he's good.
Okay, so he's gonna. Oh. Look at it.
Where's he gonna go? Right, he's not looking at it.
Not looking at it. So probably. Right, let me get my little pointy stick out. I'm sorry, guys. Appreciate.
Oh,
it.
did Eleonora add the -2 on her attack? It would have hit anyway. It would have hit anyway, actually. So.
Yeah, I think it was a good enough hit that it would.
So where's he gonna go?
So can he go to like here, where just behind Charlemagne and Kiara, and then throw it in this direction,
Yes.
without looking?
Yeah.
Wait, let me change my little thing.
Oh, great. Someone's throwing a spear past me without looking.
Now, that'll be a -2 if he doesn't look.
Okay.
-2 on his attack.
Might
Yeah.
catch Charlemagne by mistake.
Like a
Why, right? Don't be mad at the bear.
Well, you were mad with Cornaith.
No, but he's a bear. He doesn't understand.
As did Cornaith.
Yep. Oh, hold on, shit. I have to roll for it. I got really excited there. I was like, yes, let's roll this. Like, no, but because I've got the level plus from the blessing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it just a -1? So is it just total -1 then?
Yes, 'cause it's
not
-2
-2.
plus 1. Oh! Nice. Right, roll. That's a critical hit. So to anybody that's just joined us, I've got a house rule for critical hits. And being a fighter, he's got a 1 in 4 chance of it being like an extra critical hit. Roll a 1d4, and you want a 4.
Oh, hold on, let me find out. I'm so fucking excited.
It's
Hold
still
on.
a critical hit, so even if this doesn't get a 4, it's still a critical hit, double damage. It's still shit hot. Boom, crit. So it's a crit, right? It's a double damage. Roll the damage for the spear. Remember, it's a large creature. Pretty sure it's a bigger dice with a spear.
What? Extras, no extras.
No. So it's 1d6 for small, medium, and 1d8 for large, I think, on a spear.
Ooh.
Got an 8.
Ooh, nice. So 16 damage. Nice.
Yes!
That's a good throw.
Very
Told you
good
Helmut
throw.
was
Very nice throw, Helmut. Very nice throw. Right, Sninkinook, this is your first attack. You've got the 2 swords out, right?
Yep.
Right, what's he going to do?
He takes off at a run.
He takes off.
He takes off at a run.
He's running away.
Yes.
Oh!
What he's trying to find the other end of its tunnel, so he can come up behind it.
We
So
don't
let
know
me-
this though.
I don't, but I'm having a look for it. I mean, this is what he does. He's
I'm
scouting.
saying we don't know that. I just
No,
think you've ran
you don't.
away. I think you're a
Quite possibly.
deserter.
Right,
You
what,
don't know what the hell's going
what's
on.
your,
You're in part of the cave.
what's your role for finding, like, hidden tunnels and stuff? You're not your passive one, but your looking one.
I'm sorry, it's not hidden, is it?
No, but, like, for, like, shifting rocks and, like...
1 second, I will go for it. Schninkinook. Let's see. Unsafe stonework. 1 to 7 on a d10.
Roll a d10.
Okie doke.
Oh.
Nope, haven't found anything.
You find nothing.
Okay, well I've got up to there. Does the cavern continue through this gap, or is that actually actual stone?
That's stone.
Okay.
So it only has the one entrance where you came in.
Well, so far I will travel back the same way and carry on looking. Next round. But that's basically this round. Okay.
Yep. Umbra Hulk. Now it's shit hitting the fan time, isn't it? So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. So left to right on a d4. Charlemagne, Andamacar, Gillian, Eleonora. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gillian.
Good. He's diverted the attention from the poor fighter who's being attacked by the. Oh dear.
Yeah, got enough trouble.
No, he doesn't have any minuses or anything on this, does he? Because it's prayer but not blessed. Blessed but not prayer.
Well,
He's AC 4. Oh, lucky.
Ooh.
Pooh!
Ah!
That's a hit.
That's definitely a hit.
For 6 damage.
Righty ho.
It's an ouch.
And another 5 damage from the bite.
He's still standing.
Oh yes, he is. Sninkinook does nothing this
No,
turn.
does nothing.
Okay, so no, next round. Anybody changing their action?
yes. Darrow is looking at the difficulty of getting in,
You're not. As it stands, you're not.
in which case he's going to hurl a spear.
Well, what's his name? Helmut has had excellent luck with it so far, so it sounds like a good plan.
Can I roll for Kiara this round?
Yes, you roll for Kiara this round. What's she doing?
A magic missile.
Nice, nice. Remember, click our token first before you roll the dice, and then it'll come up in the thing automatically.
It will be 1 week, guys, when I do this all together. It'll be in another 25 weeks' time.
on the half century.
Yeah. Right. missile.
Are you rolling for the spear then, Peter? Oh, nice roll. Nice roll, Tammy.
Yeah.
Eh. Sorry, Peter?
Yeah.
You're rolling. Oh, not so nice. Tammy, your roll was nice. Right, anybody else changing then? Eleonora, she using the sword again?
Yeah.
Cornaith, what's he doing? He cast a spell last time. What's he doing?
So busy in here.
What's Cornaith doing this round?
David?
Sorry, Cornaith. Well, he's stepping back. No, he can't fire a spell because he'd have to look up over the people in front of him, and so he'll just step back out of the way.
You don't move him yet, though. I'm just asking what he's doing. It's still the start of the round.
Well, he can't cast a spell, so he'll just have his dagger out and step back.
Okay. Anybody else? Darrow, you're using your spear. Kiara.
I tried to roll. I'm so sorry, Trevor.
Do I think it would be possible to swap places with Darrow, or is that not really possible? Being beset from both sides.
You can go past him. You can go to there.
Yeah, I mean, if I think I can swap places with him by...
Oh wait, you're there. You're in front of him. I mean, you can move to there, or you can go past him. Yeah, but you can't, like... He doesn't move on your turn, so when you move on your turn, you can go there, or there, but you can't go there.
And you know, fighting retreat, that doesn't give an act of opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it'll just carry on fighting.
Brave. Okay.
I tried to roll initiative for Helmond for his longsword because I'm imagining his spear is still in the Umber Hulk.
Is he only carry one spear?
I don't know. It didn't. Oh, I didn't check.
I'll have a look in his character sheet. Nah, he only carries one spear.
Yeah.
So you can okay. Roll for the sword.
So he rolled a 6, or well, I did, but it's so busy in the little thing that I don't think I clicked his token properly.
Yeah, okay, so where is he, Helmond? Yeah, no, it did. It worked. Okay.
Oh, sweet. Yes.
Everybody's done then, I believe. Well, no, not yet. We've got second turns to add for not Darrow. Gillian gets a second turn, doesn't he? He's using his battle axe. So, whoever's controlling Gillian, if you want to add his weapon speed, and then I will rearrange him.
So
It can't be because he's got 6 on the first one. So his weapon speed must be at least 5. At most 5, sorry.
in that case, I don't know what went wrong with his first one. So I clicked initiative for him, and he got 6.
Maybe I've got it wrong on the sheet.
Anyway, do you want me to roll it? If I roll his initiative again, we can just add 6 to the second one. Right.
No, because it'll just change. Just add 6. Just add 6. Just do 6 and 12. It's fine. We'll look at it later.
Okay.
I've maybe got the initiative wrong for the battle axe on his sheet. He's specialised, so that should bring it down by 1.
Ah, right. Because you got speed 6 on his sheet, so that should be.
I think it should be speed 6 because he. I think initially a battle axe is speed 7.
Yep.
Anyway, that's us done.
Leave that 12. Okay.
Yep, that's fine. Ascending. Kiara, you are first with your magic missile spell. Now that is an automatic hit, 3d4 plus 3 damage.
Right, so I roll it. Can I roll it with the actual dice roller?
Yeah, or I think you can roll it off the macros on the sheet as well.
Okay, hold on.
Just remember, click your token first.
Right, let me find my token first, because this is, I keep clicking on.
So,
have I got her? Yes.
What did you say, Peter?
How's she aiming it if Cornaith couldn't?
Yes, wait, Tammy. You've got to make your save versus spell first. To not be confused.
Wait, hold on. Do I have to be looking at?
Yeah.
Because do I?
You've got to see it to hit it, yeah. So you've got to try and make a save versus spell.
Okay. Which is,
good luck.
D20.
No, it's on your character sheet. Go up to I think it's at the top. And you've got a +1 on this because of the bless.
Good
luck.
Oh my god, hold on. hold on. Save versus. Oh yeah, +1. But I was waiting so long for the dice to come up there, and I hadn't pushed it.
So you say you failed your save. So you roll 1d10 for the effect of the confusion.
This is what happened last week. Why did I not remember this? I'm so sorry, guys.
2. So you stand confused for 1 round and then roll again.
Okay.
So I forgot to take that snail off for surprise. So the snail's gone for surprised. You're now confused.
For 10 rounds.
No,
Well, for 9 because we've just done the one.
Okay.
Same like the bear.
Okay.
Okay, unlucky Kiara, you're confused. Cornaith was doing nothing, eh? He's just holding his knife prepared, right?
Oh yes, he's stepping back out of the way. I mean, there's warriors charging around with spears.
And a macar.
I shall have another strike at this monster.
Now, you don't get specialisation, do you? You don't get 2 attacks this round, do you?
He doesn't.
With that kit.
But I think with his blind fighting, can he not have -1 to hit instead of -2 because he can see his feet if nothing
Yes,
else?
yes, that's what we said before.
Right. So, and then +1 with the bless.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
right. So they cancel out. Right. Let me just.
No, blind fighting cancels it out altogether. Actually, cancels out the -2. Doesn't it, Peter? That's what we did last week.
Yep.
So yeah, your blind fighting cancels out the -2. So you have +1 from bless.
Okey-doke. I'll throw that in. See what it does.
No.
No. Oh well.
Now Gilead with his first of 2 attacks this round, right?
Indeed. Unfortunately, he's using a battle axe, which isn't the greatest weapon against large things.
No.
Never mind. Never mind.
You know what the best weapon in this game is? Spear.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a shame Helmond only brought 1.
Oh, it's my favourite. Yeah, it's a brilliant weapon. I'll explain another time why.
Submit.
Oh no, not good enough. The battle axe just bounces off its big, strong, chitinous armour and nothing happens. Helmond.
Okay, so he only has his longsword now.
Yep.
He,
He's not getting in there though.
he's not, and I don't think he'd be stupid enough to. Yara's a fucking idiot. Actually, because that's exactly what happened last week. And I totally thought I had worked out a way to hit it without. No, he's not. He's not going to do anything.
Okay.
He's going to lose action.
Okay, so the bear rolls again on the confusion table. Roll 1d10. And that goes down to 8.
Please attack the enemy this time.
9. 9 on the confusion table. Attack nearest creature for 1 round, then roll again. So again, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4 is the Umber Hulk. 5 is Adabakar. No, in fact, this time, because we've got...
Surely he would.
Yeah,
because
same again,
he's
same
over
again.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 is the big one. 5, Adabakar. 6, Kiara. Roll it again. Who wants to roll it? 1.
Hooray!
Hooray. So he is attacking the Umber Hulk for 1 round.
Yeah,
Go for
right,
it.
he would go.
Now he still has +1 from
Plus
Bless.
one.
That misses.
Can shock in.
Wild swing and a miss. That misses. Bounces off of the armour, does nothing.
Closer though. Useless bear. He's not at all. He did really good last round.
And misses with a bite as well. Eleonora. Attack him with her sword again, right?
Yeah.
Good luck.
And we decided she's a -1 overall, haven't we?
Yep. -2 +1. Now that'll hit it though. Damage. Let's see. Longsword is a good weapon against large creatures. So it goes up to 1d12.
You unholy. You abomination in the sight of Barrack's realm.
Nice. Curse it as you destroy it. I love it. Boom.
Yes, it worked.
Nice. Yeah, so she utters a curse to this Umber Hulk and puts her sword way deep into a crack between the shells, and a big burst of blood comes out. The thing recoils back in pain, but it's still coming at you. Now, Stinkynook.
I run back the other way, trying to find this entrance. Aha!
Okay, so
Have I found anything?
somewhere over here, you find like a collapsed bit, like where it's came in, and then it's been collapsed again. But you can tell, like you can't get in or out there anymore, but you can tell what it's been because you're a gnome and a deep gnome and you live underground. You can tell what has been a passage that it's come through, and then it's been collapsed again, and that's here.
I was hoping that it had made a passage through here, but it hasn't.
So you could get around the back.
Yeah, it hasn't. Okay, well I run back round to here, and I'll carry on through there next round and
Okay.
see what I can do.
But remember, the first time you came up here, you did fail that throw. So you came up here once and failed that throw, and then you were around here another time, succeeded the throw and found one there. Doesn't mean there isn't. Doesn't mean there isn't one there. You failed the throw up here.
Well, that's why I was looking here. I wasn't really looking over there.
Ah, but you did find one there. You didn't.
Okay.
You didn't find one here. You're looking hard though. I respect how hard you're looking. Like.
But not successfully.
Now, it's Umber Hulk time. So.
Oh my god.
The bear is the bigger target, but the ways are lined up, there's no really any difference. So I'll go left to right again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bear, Anamacar, Gillian, Eleonora. 1, 2, 3, 4. On a d4. 4. Eleonora.
She's got the best armor, hasn't she?
She's got a very good armor class.
Eleanor's a badass.
She is. She's level 5 cleric with like a -1 armor class or something. She is a badass. That hits though. The big bite. For 4 damage.
You can take that.
She can handle that, yeah. Right, so we have Gillian has his second attack with a battle axe this round.
You've knocked the form off yourself, haven't you?
Yeah. So Gillian, being specialised in battle axe, gets 3 attacks every 2 rounds. So this round he gets his second attack.
So let's just select the character, click on the button, and we're on -1. Submit.
No.
Oh, he's scraping over the edge.
Yep. Yep. So 10 or under I describe as, you know, it's a hit that does no damage. Not a hit, but like, the armour has stopped it, or the natural armour class has stopped it. 10 or over, it's a wild swing and miss, like you hit air. Darrow. What is he doing actually?
He's not called Darrow Spear, he's called Darrow Great Axe. All these people in the way.
Yeah, you can't reach, like, not with a great axe.
Mean. And he's at +1.
Are you throwing a spear again?
Yeah.
Are you moving so it's within 10 feet so you don't get a penalty for range?
Yeah, where the...
Ah, no, you're good, you're good.
So he's at +1 overall with his blind fighting.
Yeah, you have +1 from Bless, and blind fighting, so you don't get the -2 for blind fighting it.
This overgrown mantis or whatever it is.
That's what it's like. Oh, Darrow. You love a critical miss, don't you? Now, you know what to do. You need to roll that 1d10, and if you get a 1, then it's really, really bad. Remember the first session 1 when you smashed your holy axe? Oh.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
You're not called Great Axe for nothing, you know.
Your axe thumps into Andamacar. Roll damage for a small to medium creature on your battle axe.
Spear.
Oh, it's a spear. Right. Roll the damage for that spear in Andamacar.
Oh.
Poor Andamacar. Attacked by the bear. Attacked by Darrow.
He's man size.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'd rather face the rather
So
face the
welcome,
whole
then.
than the party. Oh,
Yeah, we're still welcome.
At least it's minimum damage.
3 damage. Andamacar takes 3 damage. Oofed. You throw that spear. It's a spear +1. Alright, you throw that spear, it thumps into the back of Andamacar and sticks into his shoulder before it drops out. Ooh.
Way lad.
I told you, get out of the way. If you don't get out of the way, I'll just throw spears at you.
I think I'm going to join the other Hulk.
So Slinky Nook, you moved, so you don't have an attack.
Correct.
Actually,
Fuck.
make that check again then, for this area.
Okay.
Make it for the second part of the round then. I'll let you have 2 this round since you do nothing else but looking.
No, it's obviously well hidden.
Doesn't matter how many chances I give you, eh? Right.
It's obviously tunnelled up through the floor.
I forgot to change that to a 5. But apart from that, everything else has been changed. It's the start of another round. What do people want to do?
What am I allowed to do? Yeah, I was confused as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Something at random.
On your turn, you'll be rolling to see what happens. Yeah. Same with the bear.
Please don't attack me.
Oh, what did Herman do last round?
And
And
then I see signs of Andamacar getting out of the way.
And Andamacar, you've had a spear in the back from Darrow, and you've got 2 confused party members next to you. You're like, and you're the level 1 in the party. Like, get the fuck out of there, man. I'm impartial. I'm supposed to be on the DM, but just saying.
What's Andamacar doing?
Yeah, I think considering he's being attacked from all sides, I think he needs to. He'll go over and protect Cornaith instead.
Yeah. Protect yourself, man. Okay, so you don't need to change initiative to do that.
So Darrow is attacking. If he can get in first with his axe, he'll do that.
So roll for your axe, and you may or may not to hold. Roll for the axe, and you may or may not have to hold your turn to get in, basically.
Now the spear's the same speed.
It's a new weapon, though. I want you to re-roll. You had a crap roll last time, so you got a good chance of a better one. Ice roll's the fucking exact same number. Okay. Never mind. Anybody else want to change your initiative or not? If in the case,
Herman's still got his longsword, so he'll probably not. He can't do anything different.
nope.
I think if Cornaith's got sleep, he's probably getting it ready for Kiara, just in case he starts throwing magic missiles at the party.
That is a good idea.
It's a good idea, like.
Yeah.
Right, so we go into a new round then. So Kiara, you are first. So roll on the confusion table. 1d10.
Hold on, let me click on Kiara first.
What'd you roll?
8.
7 to 9. Attack nearest creature for 1 round, then roll again. So you've got Helmand, the bear, Andamacar, and Darrow. So clockwise, Helmand, the bear, Andamacar, Darrow. 1, 2, 3, 4 on a d4. You can roll it. 1. Helmand. So I guess roll attack with.
Would have do magic? That's what I had ready. Was magic missile.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I would.
The relationship's going so well.
It was going so well.
It
Like,
was going too well. He was starting to like wanting to hold hands and shit.
so you're shooting up with
uh,
magic missile, like go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Right, so I'll put that down to 8.
That reminds me not to get on her wrong side.
Oofed.
So, right.
It's not just the bear, it's her.
Right, sorry guys, hold up, because this is a spell. So do I roll cast?
You don't need to, just roll 3d4 plus 3.
Alright,
'Cause
okay.
it's an automatic hit.
Oh.
Jeez. She's shooting a party members with magic missile.
4.
It's all gone Pete Tong. Oh, that was a lucky roll, you know.
Mm.
You rolled low there. You rolled low there.
Anybody else just now, so she maybe changed her mind.
Cornethi's not doing anything. Well, I don't know. You said he was going to cast sleep if she started casting magic missile at party members. And Jazz just started casting magic missile at party members. So I guess he's going to cast sleep on Kiara, right? Is that what he's trying
Not
to do?
sure if it'll work, but he'll try.
So what's the ruling? Like, what's this?
Basically, if she's higher than 4th level, then it doesn't work.
It doesn't
But
work.
he doesn't know what her level is.
So he doesn't know that. So he'll cast sleep on Kiara. It won't work.
It's on my level 5.
Woo!
Yep.
Oh.
Right. And the Makar.
He's
Using
just
my
packing up and leaving. He's buddying up with Rumble.
using my amazing dexterity, I'm going to try and slip out of the combat in an acrobatic manner.
Right, okay, do you want to do an acrobatic manner rather than a fighting retreat? You want to actually tumble out of the way? Do you have the tumbling proficiency?
Oh well, that's a good question. No, I don't think he's got tumbling. Let me just check actually.
So there's a few ways to get out.
He's got something. He's got actually he might have. Let me look. Yes, he has tumbling.
Nice, so roll a proficiency check.
Right.
And you can like do a backflip over somebody if you want. You can like, this is like to do a fancy exit from the combat.
A hand flip, a roll, a sideways roll on his hands and back onto his feet again.
Nice, okay.
Did he succeed? Let's have a look. Oh yes.
So where's he just trying to roll backwards?
Is this trying to sort of flip over, well, towards Cornaith if he can, if there's room
Oh, right, so he's doing like a sideways flip over,
to.
like that.
Yes.
Nice, I like it. I still do have to give him an attack of opportunity though, because you didn't do a fight and retreat, but you did the acrobatic maneuver. So mid-air, when you're jumping. Sorry.
Does the tumbling allow you to dodge the attack of opportunity?
Have a quick look at the tumbling on my proficiency then. I don't think. Maybe it does let you dodge the attack of opportunity. Let's say for speed of play it does in this case. It doesn't get an attack of opportunity then. Because you could have simply done a fight and retreat without a check to get out of there. So for flavour you've done that, so I'm not going to give it an attack of opportunity. You get out. Case closed. Gillian has only one attack this round, right?
We'll have his single attack this round.
Yep.
1 second while I just get his sheets.
It says it improves his armor class by 4.
Oh, right, okay, so it does. Hang on, this guy does get an attack of opportunity, but with a penalty of -4. Or you have a +4 in your armor class, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
let me make an attack then. Would you like the claw or the bite? I'm only joking, it's going to be the claw. You're not getting to choose. -2, but that would need to hit. So that doesn't hit you because that's not. I've not applied the -4 because that's applied to your armor class. So that's a miss.
I believe so. Just.
So you flip out the way.
Gillian has
Over
another
Gillian.
swing.
So there you go. It tries to attack you as you jump out the way, but you manage to do the flip over Gillian's head in acrobatic, cinematic fashion, and you land in between Gillian and Cornaith. Well played.
Well, this is obviously why Gillian misses this turn.
Sorry, viewers, for slowing it down with the rules and the rules
Not
and
only
that there,
misses,
but
he doesn't only miss.
Gillian, what are you doing?
Well, somebody just jumped over my head.
Roll 1d10.
Attacks.
Roll that 1d10. See if you can do a Darrow.
Might have caught you with the. Oh
No.
no!
Okay.
I managed to pull the axe out of the way.
So you lose your attack with your axe this round and next round.
And next round. flipping heck.
Helmond.
Attacking each other. Oh my god, this is wild, guys. Like, honestly. Fuck, he's leaving. he's not really. I'm joking. Can't do anything without like, wrecking himself and get confused. And it's carnage in front of him. He's got the fucking bear and Kiara shooting missiles at him.
Yeah, he's just Kiara's just shot him with magic missile.
We hired him. We hired him.
You didn't hire him. He was charged to work with you by the Kingsguard. He's a Kingsguard soldier. It's not so much a hire. Like
is for 1 second before I start like reacting how I would react.
it's not hired. He's on King's orders basically to follow you. Basically.
Okay. He is gonna hold his. Sorry, Peter.
Is he able to attack to subdue?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Attack to subdue. You mean like to try and pin her down? Wrestle, grapple.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
You can.
Okay, I didn't know this was a thing. Yeah. Okay. I'm
So-
thinking that he's gonna like try and go in and chop her head off.
Right, so just
but that makes so much more sense.
Okay, to save working it out what the grapple roll is, first of all, roll a d20. If it's high, we have to work it out. If it's low, we don't have to work it out. It's too low. We don't have to work it out. Saying that, he's level 4 fighter? No, or level 3, I think Helmond is.
Let me double check.
It's not going to be high enough anyway.
He is. Don't know. I'm sorry.
Helmond is.
I better find it right. You should do.
Level. 3. Helmond's level 3. So Stakel's 18. To hit armor class 0 is 18. What's your armor class? 3. So he needs a 15 to hit you. Correct, boys?
Yep. No way can he.
Yeah, that doesn't get you. Even with the bless, doesn't get you.
That was way too much. I followed for so long and then it got too complicated.
I'm surprised I actually fucking worked that out. I hate Deco. Charlemagne, he rolls on the confusion table again. I'll put the number down by 1.
D10. Oh
Yep.
shit, I'm so clicked on
So roll
Kiara.
2. So 2 is stand confused for 1 round. Then roll again.
Yes.
Does
I'm
nothing.
stuck.
Eleonora.
He's been doing okay.
She has been doing pretty sweet with the sword, actually. Eleonora's been a really handy NPC since you got her, like. You're a big group just now, but you've got 2 extra.
-1, we decided.
-1, yeah. Boom.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
Oh. Did try and curse him.
Oi!
Ah,
Every time.
This thing looks like it's on its last legs after that. Another crushing blow from Eleonora's longsword. She takes another huge chunk out of it. Blood splatters all over the walls. Sneaky Nook. Sneaky boy.
Sneaky Nook rushes round the corner and sees Helmond attacking Kiara.
Correct. Try to wrestle her.
I think,
To overbear her.
well, he's only
The bear's just standing there confused.
I think I will probably take a few seconds to figure out quite what the heck's going on.
Okay, moving on then. Umber Hulk. Now he's only got the 3 targets in front of him. So, I'm still going to say 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, left to right. So, we'll do a 6-sided dice. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. I like rolling dice. 6. Eleonora. 1 second. 1 second. Before it attacks, I'm going to make it make a morale check and see if it makes a morale check.
Right.
It may attempt to run away because it's nearly dead. It may attempt to run away here. I need to get the Umberhawk back on this to see what its morale is. It may attempt to run away. Morale is 13. So it needs to get 13 or lower on 2d10. Oi! The Umberhawk is fighting apparently to the death. So, it's attacking Eleonora. I rolled that. Let's go. That is a hit.
Is it?
Yeah. Eleonora has 0 armor class. That was a hit. Unless I'm mistaken, Eleonora has an armor class of 0.
Is she 0? Not mine. Ooh.
That's
15 damage so far.
15. So she's down to 13.
Ooh,
that's
and that one just chunks into her armor. Doesn't do any damage. Okay, so Gillian doesn't have his attack this round because he fumbled. Darrow. Finally, big old Darrow is getting in with a big old great axe. Let me put your number down.
There's a hole. But
Four.
I don't think it's quite enough to charge.
No, I don't have enough space to charge. I think you need at least 30 feet
So
in a straight line. Come on.
hello.
So you've got +1
Yeah.
from blind fighting. Oh. All that time to get in there with the axe. He does that. It's a complete wild mess. Ninkinuk. It's doing nothing because that's just a second attack that we're not using.
Yep.
So we go to the top of another round.
Kiara again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
He
roll.
was scared.
Yeah, you roll on the
Being
confusion table.
bear hugged and rolled about with Helmond. Yeah.
No, he missed.
Okay.
You're on the confusion table again. Roll 1d10.
Oh, hold on. Let me click on. Is that Kiara? I'm on now. Can I move her just a tiny bit for the sake of being able to see, to hear? Like, I know she was there, but it's just so I can see
Yeah,
her to
yeah.
click her twice.
Yeah, of course.
Very sick of
10.
cheating.
10 is act normally for 1 round. Then roll again.
Okay.
So you get to act normal for 1 round.
Oh god, that means she's going to attack Cornaith, doesn't it?
So, what did you have prepared? Initially, you had magic missile prepared, so you get to shoot another magic missile at him. At the Umberhawk. You get to attack as normal for 1 round, but then you're back to confused next round.
Confused already. Does it just add extra rounds on? So if I do attack it again, like,
You've used it already, but didn't you have 2 memorized?
yeah,
So you can use it again.
so I can do it. I'm already confused, but if I get to attack as normal because it's exact as normal, then I can attack it with magic missile. And does it just add 10 rounds on?
No. You'll go back. It'll be 6 rounds next round. It's 7 rounds now. It'll be 6 next round. It still keeps going down 1.
I'll have looked at it again.
Oh yeah, you would have to make save.
So,
Yeah. So you can't cast magic missile unless you want to look at it and make a save again. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I want to do that. That's what I'm asking.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna attempt to make a save against confusion while temporarily not confused for 1 round while confused. Right?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Does that make sense to anybody?
Guys.
Does that sound like we're still within the rules? I think we are. Go for it.
Right, okay.
Make a save versus spell.
She's already confused.
I wouldn't say it would add 10 rounds. I would say it resets it to 10.
Yep.
So it resets to 10.
Okay.
Right, so roll on the confusion table, and
Yeah.
I'll put it down to 9, but you've got to act for 1 round as confused. In fact, no, you can't. You can't because you've already acted. You've done a round's worth of action, so it is going to be 10 this time.
Okay.
So I'll change that to a 0. It's 10 rounds. You're confused for 10 rounds again.
So she doesn't get to do her magic missile, even though she was acting normally.
Correct. Because she's now confused again. Grenade.
So I found a loophole for hitting it.
Well, the sleep didn't work. I think he'll probably go over and try and help Helmand to restrain her. Now that she's cast magic missile at Helmand last turn, he will try and grab her from behind.
Okay, make that grapple roll.
Okay, I'll just roll a straight d20 and see whether it's worth it.
Yep. It's not worth it. Nah. Nah, definitely not with his stako as a mage. Definitely not. Okay. And my car.
He's thinking that in a moment he might have to drag Eleonora out of combat and protect her, so he's going to stand behind her and hold his action for now.
Okay. Gillian loses his attack this round as well. Helmand.
Yep.
Helmand.
Remember, Kiara is there. She just moved so that she could click her token.
So. He's going to try and restrain her too, like not attack her.
Yeah, it's a grapple to restrain. Okay, so roll a d20, and if it's high enough, we'll work it out. 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
his stake's 18, so he needs a 15 to hit you. No, it's not. It doesn't do it.
Okay.
Because that's a 13 with bless, so no, it doesn't. Charlemagne, roll on the confusion table.
Let me grab that.
Put that down to 6.
8.
8. Attack nearest creature for 1 round. So we've got the Umber Hulk will be 1, 2, and 3. Darrow will be 4. Kiara will be 5. Helmand will be 6 on a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. That's the Umber Hulk. So nice. That was lucky.
Yes, come on.
You might get that kill while confused.
And he still has his +1.
Yeah, +1. Because yeah. Oh. Okay, so he doesn't get any more attacks for this round.
Oh, that was shocking.
Yep. Eleonora.
He doesn't get attacks next round either, does he?
Correct. Well, no, he's confused, so it's different. He's not untangling weapons because he's not using weapons, and he's confused, so it'll be different. He will just roll on the confusion table next round. But he loses all 3 of his attacks this round.
And Lenora will see if she can make it 4 in a row.
If she does, it's goodnight Vienna, pretty much, I think.
Ooh.
No. Oh, you've rolled it on Darrow's Holy Axe. You've rolled the wrong dice, mate.
Yeah, should I roll on her or...
Well, you're rolling Eleonora, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to roll it on her sword. She's got different strength and stuff, so different bonuses and shit, so yeah.
We might have a chance still. Excuse me.
No. Right, Mr. Nook. Mr. SK Nook.
There's no way I'm going to get anywhere near that thing.
No. Jeez. That's one thing about a big party, like, you can only fight it so many at a time, though.
I'm sneaking round behind our dear friend Kiara and swapping to. I'm going to apply sleep from behind, hit her with the hilt of my sword.
Oh, okay. Right, roll an attack then. You're going to attack with non-lethal damage.
Yep. Try and knock her unconscious. Right, Schninky. No, that's Gillian's one. Schninky is there.
Mr. SK Nook with the hilt of the sword.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Right, what are the... I've got +1 because of the bless.
Yes.
+2 from behind because it's not with surprise.
Yes.
So that's +3.
Someday, come on. How many guys has it took now? She's still not down.
I know. Taking half the party to take. There we go. Sneaking it takes her down. Now, don't we? Isn't there still a dice we have to roll to see if it's a knockout? There's a percentage chance of knockout.
Yeah.
With non-lethal damage, right?
Yeah.
Do we know what it is?
Just be the first round.
Who's fastest at looking it up?
Well, it would normally be your damage taken as a percentage of your total hit points.
Yes, but each non-lethal blow, like a punch or like that, has a chance of being a knockout. So even if you look at the punching table, it's got like haymakers 5%, jab is 1%, and everything you do has got a knockout percentage chance. So hitting her with the hilt of the sword, that's got a knockout chance, as well as doing non-lethal damage. You've got to see if it actually knocks her out or not.
Okay.
I think David there said that it's a percentage of damage.
Oh dear, did minimum damage as well. So that's non-lethal. What's your hit points, Kiara?
Well, I don't know.
27.
Is it?
27. So 2 over 27 is it's less than 8%. So there's only a 7% chance of knocking you out.
Right, so you've got to roll a...
1 to 7 on percentage.
Ah, okay. So it didn't knock her out. So that damage is non-lethal.
Yep, it's stun damage, basically.
Yeah, that recovers at like 1 hit point an hour or something. Umber Hulk. Right, so we're going again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left to right from the bear to Eleonora. Darrow this time. I mean, it's kind of good because he can kind of take it.
You mantis, you maggot, yeah.
Oh. Wait, what is your armor class? It's -1. That misses. Oh, that doesn't.
Nice.
8 damage, Mr. D.
Oh.
Mr. D arrow. Oh, and this will be double damage.
Yes.
No, this is not yes. This is it hitting Darrow. Tammy.
Oh my god.
Don't cheer! Don't cheer for that critical hit.
She's confused.
I have got
Well,
to
yeah,
do-
you are confused actually. Yeah. To be fair, yeah, that's role playing bonus. We need to apply XP for that.
Bonus.
Yeah, XP for that.
Oh my god, bro. I thought you were doing...
Ooh, 24 damage, Darrow total.
Oh, wow.
So it was no wait, no, not 24. Yeah, 8 plus 16, 24. It was 8 and then 16, 24 damage, Darrow. Mr. D arrow. Right, Gillian, you still got nothing, mate. Darrow, you have a second attack this round, right?
Yes.
No, this is your first attack. We've not added your second attack this round.
The second attack.
I've not added it this yet.
Why I thought it was Darrow getting the Umber Hulk, because I was like, he's got 2 attacks.
Yep. So Darrow's 18 will go there. So it's Darrow's first attack now, then it's Sninky Nook, then it's Darrow. But Sninky Nook doesn't get a second attack.
Why not?
Because you weren't attacking with your longsword in
Oh,
traditional
true,
fast,
true.
and you don't get 2 attacks trying to do knockouts and stuff. And anyway, either way, it was only your first round using the longsword, so you wouldn't be getting a second one.
True.
Oh no,
Oh,
because
no,
you use one in each hand, don't you?
Yes, but I'm only using one hand to try and knock her out.
You would be, because you would be holding
Yes.
it a different way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think Darrow needs to go back to training camp.
What is Darrow rolling?
Darrow's nearly dead.
He's rolled. Oh, he's rolled a critical miss. Jeez. Right, so he loses both attacks this round, and his attack.
God, guys, this is terrible.
Oh, right, we've got Sneaky Nook, Mister. You're doing nothing. Darrow, you're not doing anything on that, so it is now another
Oh.
round. This goes down to
Yes,
3.
Darrow's not knocked out.
Who's the other person who fumbled this round?
Gillian fumbled last round and lost all his
no,
attacks.
round
this round.
before last.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's just lost 2. Gillian's just lost 2 rounds.
Ready to see what she's
So it's his turn this round then.
The bear also fumbled, Peter, but the bear will just be rolling on the confusion table.
Kiara got to go.
Yep. So this I'll put down to a 9, and you roll on the confusion table. 1. Wander away unless prevented for duration of spell. Right.
Yes,
so you get
no, stop me.
So you get to wander away, and you can
Choose
wander
where
up
to
to
wander?
you can wander up to 120 feet. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's just wandering. You're not like purposely going like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm going to sneak round the back and blah blah blah. You're just wandering
I know
away.
that.
It's a confused wander. So you can move up to 120 feet.
So can I just casually move 120 feet as we go?
Yeah, where are you gonna go? What direction?
What direction is he
But about
moving?
here just now.
Which direction is he moving in?
Okay,
Because
right. You move her, and I'll mark it with the thing then.
Okay.
it's a confused wander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know that. I'm using up my distance.
Let's
as
map out a
well.
confused wander.
Hold on. Let me move this. This is a. Need to stop. I'm such a method actor, guys. This is what it is.
You're really good at the confused, actually. You're a brilliant method actor. You were cheating for Daryl getting almost killed. You're like, yes! I'm like, shut up!
Oh. Yeah, right. How would further for it to get back?
You've done 83. You do 120.
I would point out it does say wander away.
It says wander away, aye. You better go back the other way.
Away.
No, you're coming back again.
Yeah, it says wander. It says wander away for the duration of the spell. So hang on.
Or how far were we to here? That's a straight line, Ryan.
There you go. There, you're still wandering away. There you go. 120. There.
That you've used way more distance than I was using.
Right, okay, hang on. Right, where was she? She was there, right? Let's.
It's okay.
Okay, so she's wandering, but you've got to be going away at all times.
Okay. Just was like, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah? Right,
I
okay.
agree with that.
That's your wander. So move her to there.
Well, at least I know there isn't any way out there.
Alright, Cornaith. What is Cornaith doing now that he's no longer trying to grapple Kiara, the untamable? Kiara Jenkins is off.
Rolling his eyes at the ceiling and going back to stand against the wall. The way things are going with this fight, sooner or later, there's going to be plenty of space for him to cast another spell.
Yeah. So, Anna Makar.
Same as last round, I think. Just
Holding your action.
be prepared in case Eleonora gets in trouble.
Yep. Okay. Gillian. Actually has an attack this round.
Yes, indeed.
It's -2/+1.
Right, so pick up his sheet, click on his character, and roll the dice. Come on, you've missed it so many times. You're due to hit it this round.
Yay! Now, I'll give NPCs the extra chance for the extra critical, so roll the 1d4.
Okie doke.
Okay, so it's a critical hit. Double damage.
Roll his damage then.
Should do it, like. Dead.
16 damage.
It's enough. And you splatter it. Gillian, with his battle axe. The final blow after all those chunks that Eleonora took out of it. She took some serious chips out of it. Gillian's axe just seems to put that line in between all those different cuts, the one that just joins them all together and splits it open, and it slumps almost in half against the wall.
He leans on his axe, panting. Then he, looking down, he sees the large puddle of blood, and he looks up and he looks at Darrow and he goes, "Oh my God, Eleonora!"
So we've got some healing to do, standing a certain distance away from that bear.
Well, that's the thing. You still have two confused characters, yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Maybe that confusion stops
No,
when
it's
it dies.
No, it lasts for the duration.
So it lasts even after the thing dies, yeah?
Oh, yes.
So we don't go out of combat. We're not going out of turn then. So
I think maybe Kiara, having wandered off, might not come back again. I'm not sure.
And
So,
use both my magic missiles, so at least, guys.
Helmond? What's Helmond doing?
You know, oh, if he has to do something, like a
Well,
weapon.
the thing is, we have to stay in turn order here because the bear is still confused for 6 rounds and you're still confused for 10.
So I'll just roll for him then.
Yes, for the confusion, I think once she's wandered away, she stays away.
Yeah. You don't need to roll for anything. You just need to tell me what he's doing.
Oh. Okay. Nothing.
Okay. So Charlemagne needs to roll on the confusion table.
So hope he wanders away. Oh no.
Nope.
Stand confused.
Rampage, imagine.
Is it? Attack nearest creature. No, stand confused for 1 round. Yeah, so he does nothing. So, what does Eleonora want to do?
Who looks most serious? Arrow.
Darrow.
She's going to heal him.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Peter, take note. A healing spell done now will count for XP because you're still in danger because of the confusion spell that's on the bear.
Let me try and see what's on her.
So even though the enemy's dead, you'll still get XP for casting this because it is still a situation, you know?
So she's casting a second level here.
Yeah. What I don't want is for clerics to be getting hundreds of XP just for healing in safe situations, because you could be in a safe situation and it's like 100 per level. You could get like easy grab a couple of thousand XP just from cure spells, and it's if you're sitting in the inn round a nice warm safe fire, that's not fair.
I'm glad you explained that, Ryan, because I was just about to try and ask a question, but you answered what it was I was trying to ask anyway about getting XP for spells and not getting it.
Yeah, hey, you get XP for spells, but I think the definition of why you award it for as an individual XP award is for spells cast to further the deity's ethos, and his is a protection and healing deity. But it's still too easy for him to just like go around curing everybody and just go XP. So only when it's when he's in danger and when it counts can he get that.
Yeah.
Right.
We noticed how OP it is 1 week when he did loads of healing spells. We noticed how OP that XP award for priest is 1 week, and we had to nerf it.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that was quite. I'm glad that you explained that.
So Eleonora, she cast Cure Medium Wounds on Darrow.
Yeah.
Take note of how many she's casting as well, Peter, so we can get a good note of it this week. Right, and Umber Hulk is dead, so I can take that out of the initiative order. Gillian, that would have been his second attack, I can take that out. Darrow, you'll not be attacking, so you do get to act this round.
He'll be... Does he cure himself or Eleonora? Or... I think he has... Although he's generous, I think he has to notice that he is the most serious injured member of the party. Or what's Sander Macabre on?
6
Macabre,
6 of 11.
Yeah, for some reason I can't see Ander Macabre's hit points when I see everybody else's.
I can fix that.
It is 6 of 11, yes, it's not... well...
So,
Just hang on a second.
It's but a scratch. It is but a scratch.
I think we'll cure Darrow this round, and then we'll look at other options next round.
See, this is all changed, I can't find it.
You're the one next to the confused bear as well.
Yeah. I think he's now got the points to survive an attack by the confused bear.
1 second, I need to edit this character sheet. Remove that. Yes. You select a token.
Uh,
Okay, Trevor, I think I've fixed your token. Can everybody see his hit points now?
I'll have a look in the moment. I'm
Let
just.
me check on him.
I have to re-roll because now I look at it.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 11.
Your light
Oh,
left.
6 out of 11, sorry, it does say that.
He can't cast that. He'll have to cast this. So instead of going up 6 hit points, he went up 3.
Let's take 3 off.
I need to take 3 points off.
Okay, Sneaky Nook, that's nothing.
Okay,
That's second
Sneaky
attack, that's nothing. So, it's now another round.
Sorry, Sneaky Nook on his round is going to follow Kiara just to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, but if you would excuse me, that was the second. Well, saying that, I was going to say that's the second attack on your round, but you didn't do anything on the first one.
She moved away at the beginning of the round, didn't she?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to follow. I'm not going near her. I'm just making sure she's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as I know, there's no more Umber Hulks here, but let's just make sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. So it's another round. So Kiara, you wander away again.
Hold on, let me get my walking shoes on. It's hard to try and get used to using this mouse. So, where am I? I see Sneaky. Hold on. There's Kiara. So, I still have to wander away, don't I? Yeah. Yeah.
That's as far as you can get, really.
Yeah.
You're gonna wander up to here, pretty much.
Right. Hold on. I'll move myself. Get back on the screen. Yeah. Dark in there.
Okay, so Cornaith, what's he doing?
We can't sleep the bear. He doesn't want to Melcicid arrow it. He just gets as far away from it as possible.
Yep. I mean, if we get... The thing is, the bear's always got the chance of attacking the nearest creature until it gets to the wander away thing, so we do have to keep playing this.
Exactly.
And the Makar, what are you doing?
Well, I think probably Cornaith is more at risk, so... well, actually, no. Cornaith has moved out of the way, so again, he'll just stand by to protect Eleonora if he needs to.
Okay.
I don't think there's much more he can do anyway.
Gillian?
I think he's going to back away from the bear as well. He doesn't think he can stand up to another attack from it. So
Helmond?
He'll go back to join Helmond.
Helmond can't do any,
Come away from the bear. Come on, Helmond. Gillian will advise him to step away from the bear.
Yeah, but how do we in game? Do we know that it's going to be stay confused? Do we know that it's going to try and attack us again, or do we just think that we've? Do we understand what an Umber Hulk does?
In game, your knowledge of an Umber Hulk comes from what Sneaky Nook has told you, and he has explained the confusion effect to you quite effectively. Yeah.
Yes, I think you did a reasonable job of that.
So you do have a good knowledge of how this effect works. So at the moment he understands that you just want to try and get out of the way of someone that's affected by it.
Okay, he's just gonna do himself. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry?
I'm so bad at this. Probably gonna stand this way of it, so that he can hear and see Sneaky Nook still, and is behind the bear.
Now it's Charlemagne. So put this down to 4.
Guys.
And you need to roll on the confusion table.
Shit, sorry, I rolled the wrong one.
I'm confused.
A 5. Stand confused.
Oh.
Okay, Eleonora. What's Eleonora doing this round?
We'll now put a cure into Andamacar.
Okay.
And it'll be
Remember taking a note of it.
What? Right.
So that's nice. So you're almost up to full. Sneaking
She's
it.
my hero. She's my hero.
I will follow after Kiara and just make sure she doesn't find an exit that I missed.
Okay.
There's no more Umber Hulks. Can I hear any more Umber Hulks?
Nope. Roll 1d10.
Oh, why would you ask?
1d10. 3.
Okay. There is no more holes. I'm just making you roll it because you said you were actively looking.
Oh, yes.
If you're actively looking for something, you've got to roll the dice, right? So.
Yeah, I'm
Darrow.
just making sure she doesn't find a hole.
Darrow, I assume you cast another heal spell. I'm going to quickly run to the fridge while you do that.
no,
Okay, what did you do then? Did you cast a heal spell? Another one?
I haven't got any left.
Oh, you haven't got any left? Wow. That's a rarity. So you're not doing anything else this round?
He's he stepped a bit away from the bear and said, "Do you think we should get out of the beast's sight?"
So,
Not a bad idea.
Cara, you don't have to do anything. Cornef?
Well, he'd agree with that, but okay. So let's slide down here and kind of try and get out of the bear's sight.
Okay. And the Makar.
If we're retreating, he's going to cover Eleanor's retreat by standing between her and the bear.
Gillian?
Well, do you want to delay your action, Trevor?
He
I
will
suppose
take
so,
that
yes.
advice and kind of beckon Hellman to come this way.
Helmond?
Amy?
Tammy, what's Helmond going to do?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I was doing Helmand.
We just have to stay in order until this confusion's gone.
He's just going to keep heading up this with it. Oh wait, not too far because he might try and like stab it from behind. Actually.
Gillian is busy beckoning Hellman. Get out of the bear's sight. Come into this.
Yeah, but I'm behind it. Like, chill, mate.
And it can turn round and see you.
Okay, so it's the bear. Rolls on the confusion table once again.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll get a 1. Oh, that's alright.
4. 4 is stand confused for 1 round. Okay. Eleonora,
Okay.
what's she doing this round?
I would suggest you follow.
She's
follow
going
Cornet,
to
I
take
think.
that follow Cornet.
Okay. Sninkinick.
Well, if Kiara's staying up there, I will stay keeping an eye on her.
Okay.
I don't want us to start trying to dig our way out.
Darrow.
I would say, come on, lad.
Okay. Kiara. She's confused for 7 more rounds.
Yeah. So do I just stay confused and wandering, or do I have to like roll for confusion again?
Nah, you're wandering away from it, so that's you. So that's you. As far as
I'll just wander for 10, right? For like, oh, how many? I've got less 7.
yeah, but you'd wander up here because you're wandering away from it. You've got to stay away from it, and there's no way out. So you would just stay up here, which is maximum distance from it.
Thank
Yeah,
goodness
yeah.
we're not out in the forest. It's much better down here underground.
Yeah, if you're out in the forest, you'd just be fucking wandering off, like.
I just wondered if I could maybe like roll for what I was confused about, or
Nope.
if that was just.
Nah, you're just confused up there for until the end of the spell now.
Ugh.
Cornaith.
Well, Cornaith is kind of round the corner out of sight of this bear.
And the Makar.
I'll follow the others. Try and get out of sight of the bear. Of the bear, if I can. Can I get far enough?
Gillian.
He's gesturing at Hellman to come here and get out of sight of that bear.
Helmond.
Hammond, hold on, he will start maybe listening to them. And
Well, yeah, this is his work colleague and his brother in arms, etc., etc.
Like, he's a hero. He was thinking, he was like, up here and squeeze past this little gap. And
He's a soldier. He's not paid enough to be a hero.
party's still in with the bear.
Okay,
I know, but
Charlemagne.
he's so bravado.
Charlemagne,
Charlemagne.
roll 1d10.
Where the police will have caught.
We rolled a 9. 9 is attack nearest creature for 1 round. Nearest creature.
Maverick flies away screeching.
Does the bird count? Surely the bird stays with Cornaith. Nah, the bird yeah, but no, the bird would be over here by Cornaith, though. So,
Sorry. If we had to roll to kill my dog, we can roll to see if he kills the bird.
right, so as there's no alive creatures immediately near it, the bear in its confused state attacks a dead creature. So it's going to attack this thing this round. So,
That's a roll.
nah, there's no need to roll. So is anybody moving away any further or just staying there?
Well, we're keeping out of its.
Okay. So I'll put Kiara's thing down to 6.
We're probably one more curve away. We're maybe headed up there.
Well, feel free to just move them. I am skipping through the turns until Charlemagne's next one. I'll put him down to 1 turn left. Roll the confusion, roll again for him, Tammy.
But still on him, does anybody know? Yeah.
1. So that's the wander away unless prevented for duration of spell. So his spell ends in 1 more.
Which way is he wandering?
You'll go this way.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's going to wander away this way, same way that Kiara did.
Following
For
his
1
mistress'
round.
consent.
For 1 round, and then the spell wears off on him. And Kiara just wanders away for another 6 rounds, and then the spell will wear off on her.
And meanwhile, we're having a discussion up here. Oh, Eleanor is able to do some more curing whilst.
Sure.
that's going on.
She should cure herself.
I'm going to pull these down a bit just to make it look tidier.
Yeah, she cures herself.
Yeah, she mustn't risk herself by being so rash.
You do still have a bunch of potions in the party, remember?
I'm just looking at. Hold on, let me look at Eleanor's character sheet.
So now, Peter, for the record, if you do healing spells, I won't add the XP bonus, because there is no danger at all.
It's still been during the confusion that she had decided to start casting.
All those ones during the confusion, I'll give you XP for, yes. But any now, no.
No, because I said to I said before we knew the bear that wandered off that he was going to do more cures.
Yeah. Hey guys, do you realise that you've actually completed both tasks that Henry Arcott gave you? You did both the jobs. You killed the
Yes.
Umberhulks, the refugees can move back to their town.
And Sneaky Nook hopes that Darrow will now appreciate quite how nasty Umberhulks are.
So, table 109, attack roll adjustment. If you give me 1 more d20 roll, please. 18. Oh, yeah. Sword plus 4. It's a sword plus 4. Now, how are we going to randomise what type of sword it is? Right, let's...
Most common is longsword.
I'm aware what is most common, but that'd be too easy, mate, wouldn't it? I think I'm just going to let you just easily get a longsword plus 4. Right, let's have a look at the player's handbook. Chapter 6, money and equipment, equipment lists, weapons. So let's look at the... Are the swords laid out? Yeah, right, okay, so see the swords. So you've got bastard sword, broadsword, khopesh, longsword, scimitar, short sword, two-handed sword. So let's just use those, because those are together. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So roll 1d7. No, wait, roll 1d8, and 8, I'll add rapier at the end. Roll 1d8, and I'll make 8 rapier. It's a rapier plus 4. Rapier plus 4, and a dagger plus 1, and a studded leather minus 1. Hell yeah!
In the game that holded for that David and I had been playing on Wednesdays, we would have been squabbling over that one, wouldn't we?
Right, so
Definitely.
you found 6 gems, studded leather -1, dagger +1. You guys are drowning in +1 weapons, and a rapier +4. That's serious. That's a nice ass weapon to be finding.
Yep.
None of you use a rapier though.
No, but I do have a proficiency coming up on my next fighter level.
You do, and I could see you using a rapier. I could show you see Sneaky Nick with a rapier. He's like, long swords for the wilderness, rapier for the city. Like, imagine him, long swords in the wilderness, dual wielding, and he's got his rapier in his main gouge, or his rapier and dagger in the city or whatever. Hell yeah, dude.
But he's not such a poser as the thief Dave was playing in that game.
He's not a poser.
A rapier +4, that's an impressive weapon. You've done well with that.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
You could have fooled me, Dave, about.
I'm glad we
Very,
did.
very easily.
I'm glad we did randomising, and I'm glad we did it with a viewer again. That's always fun, isn't it?
Yep.
So Trevor, that'll be the first time we've done that since you've been playing with us. That's how we've added Twitch to our game without breaking the game. It's still a random roll that the Dungeon Master would have been making anyway, but I'll let viewers do it in Discord.
Yeah.
So it's a way that viewers can interact without breaking the game. They're not getting to like give players extra bonuses or anything, and it's without, because the way that a lot of other Dungeon Masters do it on Twitch is they ask for donations. Like if you donate money, you get to do things in the game. So I wanted to try and do a way where you don't have to do that. It's free for viewers to interact with the game. That's how we worked it out. They get to, sometimes they'll do like monster hit points or how many monsters appear. We've had like viewers almost kill the party. We've had viewers like give the party like, what was it, like 18,000 silver in one go. It's been fun.
Yes. I'd say that it certainly viewers were rolling crocodiles at one point.
That's right, yeah. We had viewer rolling the number of crocodiles and their hit points. And I believe it was quite a tough fight actually, that one.
I didn't know I was muted.
No worries. We're at 10 to 9 when we normally take our break at 9, and I need to go to the bathroom, so should we just take our break now? We're finished our combat.
Guys, I have to take my dog out, so I might just be like a tiny bit longer than 10 minutes.
That's not going to be a problem, like.
Okay, I'll be right back then.
Yep, okay, I'll be back in a moment.
Back.
A spear in the back from good old Darrow, eh?
Yeah, and a bite from the bear.
A bite from the bear and a spear from Darrow. Is that you back, Tammy? Nice.
Yeah, I was just bang on 10, wasn't it?
Sick, that's all of us.
Yeah, never mind the monsters, it's the party I need to watch out for.
Okay, so guys, you're free to do whatever you want now. There's no initiative order up. We're not in a turn order. We're running at whatever speed you like now.
Never.
But if we're as healed up as we can manage, without using
We're probably-
potions.
We should probably head back to meet up together again in the middle, do you not think?
Yes, well, we've searched the caves and found some treasure.
Yep.
So I guess we want to go back and tell these villagers they can return to their village in safety.
Yeah. So we'll have a bit of, do you think they're still confused? Haven't seen Gillian or Kiara lately. I hope they're not really.
Right, we're getting back together then.
Yeah, think so.
Yeah, as long as they're not having a threesome in the back of the cave.
With the bear. Lovely.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened. It's Dungeons and Dragons. We have dragonborns and half elves, and yeah, stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Gillian and Helmut, but
Ah, right, okay. Just perfect. Ryan was thinking of the bear. Alright, okay. So, guys, I've put you back at the entrance. Are you wanting to leave this cave, or you want to stay on this map?
Guys, let's leave.
We've had a look around and seen nothing.
Yep. You've got the empty town, and then this empty mine.
Right, I think we need to drag the bodies out of here because they are gonna attract vermin, and I don't think the miners would be happy if they came back into their mine and found it full of carrion crawlers and slimes and so on. So, if Kiara can hook up the harness onto
That's
Charlemagne,
exactly what I was thinking. Oh my goodness, David, I was just about
there
to
you
say
go.
that.
And we can haul the bodies out.
Do
Yes.
we know of anything that can be made from Umberhulks?
They've got hard armour, haven't they? They've got.
Oh, it's far too big for decent armour, says the gnome.
It could be cut up into size.
Yeah,
Cut up to size.
Well, no, if you cut it, it kind of ruins it. And then you look at the front of it, and you look at your size breastplate, and you look at what sort of size it would be on Sninky Nook.
I know that you can make a. I know from a DM and from a knowledge of the game point of view, you can make Ankeg armor, but I don't know about Umberhulk armor. I haven't heard of it.
Oh, you can make scale mail out of it, maybe.
Surely you can. So, do you want to take some? Is that what you're thinking?
Well,
Take it to an armorer, see what you can do.
Do you think that alchemists can do anything with the eyes?
I don't know.
yes, they do have strange powers, as we found out.
One way to find out.
In this town, wasn't there?
There was an alchemist in the town, yeah.
Well,
Put him in a sack and take him with us.
Well, Sneaky Nook is going to take the left mandible from both of the Umberhulks to take back to the sheriff to prove that we've done the job.
Okay.
Did we bring our cart with us?
Yes?
No, you did.
Yes, we did.
So I think we could take the Umberhulk bodies back. to
You could.
prove that
You've got the cart.
We can-
See if they're useful for anything as well.
Okay.
Yeah, take them back to demonstrate we've done that, and then the alchemist can be asked if there's.
If not, maybe they can feed them to the pigs or something.
Yeah. So we head back down the road.
I don't think there's much good eating on them. I think they're a bit tough.
Well, pigs aren't fussy.
Let me see if I just try to tidy this up.
Rats are much better.
That wood's growing a lot.
I'd rather fatten up pigs than rats.
How's that with
Don't
that
have
There we
was
go.
Don't have any
See.
pigs underground.
I know that blessing that was put on the island, on the vegetation on the island. It's been really quick looking at that.
Do you see I've added some more trees. Look, Peter, if you look north a bit, mate, I've added some mountains. Now, these are called the Shark Jaw Mountains. These mountains here, this is the Shark Jaw. So it's gonna be, if you look further up, it's gonna go around here and like this. Like, so that's the top half of a jaw and that's the bottom half of a jaw, right? That's the Shark's Jaw. The Shark's Jaw Mountains, right? And then up here, further up the map, these are the Silver Spine Mountains. I've not drawn them in yet. I'll shift ping you. That's going to be the Silver Spine Mountains, these ones here. I've not drawn them in yet. As you get closer, I'll draw stuff in. As you can see, I'm like the next, like, Da Vinci, obviously. I'm like the best artist in the world, clearly.
I love how you're doing your maps and your stuff.
Look at those mountains. I actually hired a 4-year-old to do them for me. Because I don't have time. So I hired a 4-year-old.
I trust you gave a good rate.
I did, yeah. I paid in jelly beans.
1 mountain per jelly bean, probably.
Oh yeah, I paid like a very good competitive rate. Anyway, I didn't really. That would be child labour. That's not cool. So let me just make sure I'm on the right thing. So yeah, you are here.
Yeah. So we head back down the road with the Umberhulk bodies to prove we did it.
Yep. You headed back down here to Gerwald. So how long does that take then? 8 kilometres by road?
No time at all.
Yep, no,
3 hours, I should think. 3 hours?
it's about 2 to 3 hours, yes.
Okay, and also, next question. How many days are left before the court date? 47?
Yes, because she allowed us 3 days.
Yes, okay. So you get safely back to Gerwald. You pass maybe one or two small groups of like maybe caravans or farmers going up and down the road. Nothing of interest.
Jolly good.
And they saw 2 dead upper helps on our carts. They're not going to.
But they also see Gillian and Helmond, who are Kingsguards. So it's not that unusual. Okay, so we are back in Gerwald. I've added a couple of things to the map here. You'll see I've added Gillian's house and Helmond's house. Because you've been talking with them, you spent a couple of days with them now. So they'll tell you, in small talk they'll tell you like, oh, I live now near blah blah blah. They also tell you about a place where they go drinking, Pretty Sally's, which is a lot rougher than the Honda Number Hulk, and it is mostly just the Kingsguard that drink there. They drink and they gamble there, so that's another bar that they tell you about, Pretty Sally's.
Do they have any dwarven beers?
And yeah, that's why it came up in conversation, because they have a dwarven ale there, and Darrow obviously would have asked at some point over the 3 days about dwarven ale, as he does, because he's a connoisseur of dwarven ale and a kleptomaniac, as we know.
Is Helmond a dwarf?
No, Helmond's human.
Human.
But it's like it's a more working man's, hard man's drinking hole, where they're more likely to have something like a dwarven ale, because it's strong and...
I was just asking from Kiara's curiosity point of view. I
No.
didn't remember.
No, he's a dwarf. Yeah, so Pretty Sally's. They tell you about that place, they tell you also where they live, so I've added a couple little bits to the map. So where are you headed when you get back to town? Are you going to the Kingsguard?
We have to first of all
Sheriff's
go and
office?
report that we've done it.
Okay, so you go to the Kingsguard. The sheriff here is Henry Harcourt, as you know.
Say to him, you sent us after an Amber Hulk, and there were 2 of the things.
Oh, the gods be praised, and you're alive, all of you. My goodness, great dwarf. Oh, for we only thought there were one, for you are even more a hero than I expected. We must drink tonight.
Yeah, we did better than the last lot did.
Ah, yes, the halfling and his friends. Yes, that was, yeah, they didn't do so well. We didn't hear back from those guys.
Oh, well.
That was another friendly group who wanted to help refugees. We never heard back from them. There was a halfling and a couple of friends.
You didn't mention them before either.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Oh. So there was a letter of credit. There was a letter of credit that was promised to us.
Correct.
Not wishing to be mercenary or anything, but...
No, you have freed my town from the vermin. I mean the refugees. I'll be able to clear them out. I'm going to be able to get my guys to work on that straight away. So yeah, I'm going to write you up a letter of credit here. You'll collect it in the next large town, which is Eltun. The mayor's name, the sheriff's name is Everard Hastings. So you will collect it at the Kingsguard office there, just like this building here. There will be one in the town there. A man named Everard Hastings. You will hand in this credit note to him, and he will pay you. Also, any bandits you encounter and capture or kill on the way between here and there, you can collect a bounty for them there.
Right. Okay. Having done that, we must go and see the alchemist.
Okay. So the alchemist here is called Alchemical Brew, run by Howard Cherrycheeks, the male halfling, remember? Howard Cherrycheeks. And he had some of the things that he had in stock were, I don't have to remember because I wrote it down. He had a potion of climbing for 50 gold pieces, and he had healing potions for 150 and for 100 gold pieces.
Right. Can you make anything out of bits of these?
Yeah, I do collect components, and I will buy components from you. The eyes of an Umber Hulk are valuable to me as an alchemist. Absolutely, yes. I'll give you 25 gold for them.
Alright, Umber Hulk.
Oh, for the pair.
Oh,
Oh, for a pair, yeah, pair Umber Hulk, yes, for a pair of eyes. So yeah, so you have 2 pairs. So yeah, it would give you 50 gold. Yeah, 50 gold, 25 per pair.
One's got 4 eyes.
Each one's got 4 eyes. So sorry, 25 gold per set. I didn't realise they had 4 eyes. Me, Ryan, the Dungeon Master, I thought they had 2 eyes. So 25 gold per set. So 50 gold for the 8 eyes.
Alright, Dave, are you adding that to party loot or negotiating?
Indeed, I'm adding it to the loot.
And then we want something of the Umber Hulk we can see.
You would think.
Is it Aramil was the landlord of the Honda and Umber Hulk?
The Hond and Umber Hulk, yeah, the owner was Aramil Wraithran. He was the elf, the very melancholic elf that worked and lived, that owned there. Aramil was the guy whose house you cleared out of giant rats.
Yeah. And so does he want a bit of Umber Hulk?
Well, Aramil,
Yeah.
the bar owner.
He's got Umber Hulk in the name of his bar.
Oh, right, so you're thinking of selling it to him for, like, taxidermy purposes.
Yeah, what?
mount it on the wall.
I mean, feel free to go and approach him and ask about that.
Mount the heads on the wall, couldn't they?
That's what I was just thinking too. Right at the front door.
That's an excellent idea.
You'll have to put some glass eyes in because we've got rid of those.
Anyone
He'd
think
put the taxidermist would put glass eyes in any way, because eyes normally kind of shrivel up.
Well, yeah. So it's no great loss, is it?
no? So who thinks they're best at negotiating? I think I know, but the player's not around.
Well, to shorten it, to make it, because we don't have to roleplay every conversation with every person in every bar and shop, he's going to say that he doesn't know a taxidermist and he's not interested in doing it. If you were to bring these things mounted on like a board or whatever, their heads mounted or their bodies taxidermied, if you bring them to him like that, he might buy them from you, but he's not going to go through all the hassle of having it done and everything. If you brought him a finished product, then he would be interested.
Okay. Great Wizard, would you help please, says Sninky Nook.
Is there
Go
an-
round the back into the yard, cut the heads off, dig out all the flesh, get Cornaith to do burning hands to kind of burn out all the flesh from the inside, so you just got the armour. And could somebody kind of mug a couple of kids and get some marbles? Sorry, get some glass eyes.
Well, you found 6 gems, remember? You only need 2 more.
I'm sorry, those are far too valuable to stick in eyes.
We've not valued them. We'll do that next time. I
Yep.
guess if you take them to a jeweller's, we will do it with a random roll. See what they're
Yes,
worth.
but I don't think there's a jeweller's in this town, is there?
No, not in this one.
Is
Yeah,
there,
'cause
is there
we-
an armourer that could tell us whether the Umber Hulk skeleton is used for anything, or exoskeleton?
Sorry, did you say an armourer?
Yeah.
No, there's a general store in this town called Odds and Goblins, but there's not an armourer or weaponsmith.
We'll have to take the bits with us then.
Perhaps take them at the next town. You've got room on your cart. Now, wait till you see the carts I made you guys. Oh, guys, right. Let me just delete this. This is going to be so sick. I'm not going to... I'm going to quickly jump to a different map, but I'm not going to move you. Because I'm just going to copy-paste something I did earlier. Oh, wait. Get rid of this. And pull over this.
We've got 2 cards in the party, haven't we?
Guys, I actually bought a token pack today on Roll20.
Yeah.
So, just so that I've got you guys organised really quickly into a party, let me show you what it looks like. That's your cards. You like them? I actually spent real fucking hard-earned money on Roll20 to buy some stuff.
On showing us on Roll20 or showing us on Twitch?
On Roll20. I've put the stuff on the map.
Oh wait, maybe I need to zoom in.
On the right-hand
This
side of the
happens-
map.
Oh, hold on, this happens to me all the time. I'm so sorry, guys. It's because I play on a laptop, so like I have to use. Fuck me. Literally, it was just the other side of the screen.
Look on the bottom right of the map, yeah.
Yeah, I can see us. I can see us.
It's cool, eh? So I bought I bought a pack. It was like $3.75. No, it was $5, so like £3.75, and I got like loads of horses, cows, wagons, carts, and stuff. And it's a really good pack.
You do look cool as fuck, though, guys.
I can work out the party order at some other time.
Yeah. That was just to show you the tokens that I got.
Ooh.
Good.
So, guys, it's up to you what you want to do. Ella, what's her name? Elise isn't planning on leaving until the morning.
What time? How long's that taken us? Like.
This is
what
the third
time
day.
is it?
Alright, so you were a few hours there. You were in there for a while, then you were a few hours back, so you spent like more than half a day, so I'd say you're in the mid-afternoon at least. We don't like to be too precise, we like to just make it rough. I'd say you're roughly in the mid-afternoon.
Yeah, just like a rough idea. So we were like still eating, drinking, not just like eat and sleep.
Well, where are you at the moment? You went to the Honda Numberhulk to discuss with that guy about taxidermy or whatever. So the last place you went is there, so you can eat and drink.
Like we're already in a pub.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about taking any money off your inventories for food and drink here at the Honda Numberhulk or at Pretty Sally's, because your tab's going to be paid for by the Kingsguard.
I think I fancy a good Elven Pale Ale.
Yeah, I think I know what we should be doing, guys, then.
Well, I'm just kind of waiting for a certain dwarf to say it, actually.
So I was a bit distracted. Some dwarven ale at Pretty Sally's. We'll better go and drink it.
Yeah.
You're welcome to.
There you
You're
go.
welcome to it.
Okay, I've not got another map or anything for Pretty Sally's, but Pretty Sally's is... It's a bit rougher. It's a bit smaller than the Honda Numberhulk. It's back from the river a little bit on a back street. It's a little rough. There's gambling. You can play some dice or cards if you want. It is the Kingsguard soldiers that drink here. Some of their friends, maybe farmers, builders, smiths.
We're all welcome, though, like racially.
But you guys are all welcome. Yeah. So you walk into this place. It's just like another bar, but a little bit rougher. Everyone here seems friendly. They all smile as you walk in. It is mostly Kingsguard and maybe some farmers, some just regular Joe working guys as well. Doesn't seem to be many or perhaps even any women here. If you look up at the bar, you'll see a guy. Now I've got a wee description of him here somewhere. Let me just pull that out. You'll need to excuse me. I've got a lot of notes now. I need to put them online at some point so I can just click.
We're half a year into a game, though. Like, I'm not surprised.
Well, yeah, we are half a year into a game, this is true. So I wrote more for Gerwald, and it's on another page and I can't find it. Yeah, okay, so Pretty Sally's. So Pretty Sally is a half-orc who's not pretty. It's actually a male half-orc who's named Salik. When you look up at the bar, you see this guy, this half-orc, or this, like, half-orc and half-elf are confusing. Because it's not 50-50, you know. It's a human with some orc heritage. You know what I mean? He's got like tusky teeth or gritty skin or a hairy face or whatever. You know, he's an ugly motherfucker anyway. His name is Salik, but people around here call him Pretty Sally. They call him Pretty Sally because he's an ugly motherfucker. And the other,
Which is surprised when I had pictured in my head like hoochie rough girls
Yeah.
thinking about going to Pretty Sally.
Nah, Pretty Sally is a big ugly male half orc.
Like, oh,
And you see him as you walk in. You see him. Welcome, strangers. Come and have a drink with us. And he's Big Tony. Clear a table for the group here. Clear a table for the local heroes, Big Tony. So
Big Tony, is Big Tony big or small?
So a wee halfling runs out and clears the table in the bar for you. There's already lots of food and empty jugs and glasses there. He clears them all off. He just does the old, like, you know, scoop up the tablecloth into just like a bundle and just tie it up, and he just tosses that over his shoulder, and he wanders away to the kitchen, and you see him open a door, and then he just kind of tosses this thing, and then he comes out, goes back to the bar, gets a tray, and just starts bringing out some, he's got a bottle of wine and some wine glasses. There is several large tankards of ale, and he brings all this out. He goes, here we go, for the local heroes, for helping with the refugee problem. I'm Big Tony, welcome to Pretty Sally's. Have a drink with us.
What's dwarven?
Oh, you want the dwarven ale? I'll be right back. So he puts his drink up, drink. He puts all the drinks down. He takes the tray back, and he goes back to the bar. A few minutes later, he comes back with a tray full of half a dozen tankards of ale. So at first he brought out like a bunch of tankards of ale and a bottle of wine and some wine glasses, and then he's just brought out half a dozen tankards of dwarven ale.
Have a look at them, see what there is.
I'll have wine, I think. Thank you very much.
It's not Blackadder's really strong ale, is it?
He runs off again. In a few minutes, 10 to 15 minutes later, he's going to come back with food.
Right.
Now, at any point, if anybody sees any of your drinks are getting near empty, Big Tony gets shouted, and Big Tony comes along, and he comes and he fills your drinks, and no one asks for a drink. You're tended to all night. If you run out of food, so they'll bring out meat, vegetables, bread, soup. There'll be dessert, there'll be ice cream, there'll be coffee, there'll be cheese, biscuits, all sorts. And then there'll be more. If the food runs out, they bring out more. They'll bring out pickles, they'll bring out dried fish, they bring out more biscuits, more cheese. They bring in.
Hang on. What's this stuff? I say, kind of poking this cold white stuff.
Is that the dried fish?
No, it's really cold. Look at
Oh,
the great wizard.
Yeah, ice cream. Yeah, they brought you ice cream.
I don't know what it is. Do you eat it?
He says, "Yeah, eat it." So Big Tony will say, "Yeah, eat it. Look, watch," and he'll grab a spoon and say, "You don't mind?" And he'll look at you, and he'll take the spoon, and he'll put it in ice cream. Go, there you go. It's nice. It's house speciality. Ice cream. It's amazing.
All right. I take a big spoonful of it and kind of try it, and oh, my forehead, oh, my head, oh.
So you get your first ice cream headache.
Yes.
So yeah, you get.
I push it away.
So in here you'll be catered for. You'll get all your drinks for free. All the food that they have, you'll get for free, and they'll just continue to bring it to you.
I'm sorry, I'm not a hobbit, you know.
Kiara will try a bit of everything. She's
What would have been in
she maybe would have started off being a bit safe up in wine.
Right. So Kiara, you need to make saving throws.
Because I'm going to be
So
rough as hell.
first of all, make a charisma saving throw.
Right.
Because we do a charisma one and a constitution one. For different aspects of being drunk.
Right, guys. My constitution is 14.
Roll that first.
20.
Yep. Somebody's got a hangover tomorrow. Roll the charisma one now.
My charisma is 16.
So it's 16 or lower. Okay, so you rolled that. So what that means by
Yeah.
making the charisma one is you don't get in a fight. Everybody has a great night. You get on with everyone. You have amazing fun and you have great time drunk. But failing the Constitution saving throw means tomorrow you're going to have a bad time.
I'm just little and human and drinking dwarven ale all night.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to have a great time tonight. Tomorrow you're going to have a bad time. Anybody else want to get drunk?
Well, then, what quality are these dwarven ales?
Shall...
Better the
No. I haven't decided how good the Dwarven Ale is. Do you want to roll a dice, Peter? Let's see how good this Dwarven Ale is. Out of 10. Roll a d10. How good out of 10 is the Dwarven Ale? I'll let a random dice roll decide. It's a 3 out of 10. It's not very good at all.
hangover.
He's not getting drunk.
No, he's not impressed with the beer. Anybody else want to get drunk? Because you have to make saving throws.
Well, unless they've got a good mushroom wine here, no, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Well, I'll just sip whatever wine they provide. If
Okay, so Gillian and Helmond will be with you, and we'll be drinking with you. Henry Harcourt will make an appearance at some point in the night, and he's going to bring you all drinks, and he's going to encourage you all to get drunk, whether some of you do or don't. He's going to.
Yeah, and say maybe dwarven ale, but this Harcourt doesn't know how to keep it.
Yeah, the quality was not good.
I didn't know this because I don't drink dwarven ale.
The thing is, dwarves are not an uncommon race here in this part of the world. In fact, on this continent and on this island specifically, they're the second to majority race. So dwarven ale is not an uncommon thing. There are different dwarven ales going around, so there'll be good ones and bad ones. So yeah, in this instance, this place just happens to have a bad one. Darrow, are you keeping a list of like who's got the good dwarven ales and who's got the bad ones?
He would be.
Definitely, eh? So Pretty Sally's, we put 3 out of 10 with the dwarven ale next to that on our our fantasy trip advisor review.
It's still the place in the last time, isn't it?
Hopefully by the time we come back this way, they may have a different one.
Where was it that the dwarven ale was good? Do you remember? It was back on the other island.
At the Armourers, at
Oh yeah, it was Torms.
Torm knew how to brew the stuff.
Yeah.
And
Somewhere had better food.
It wasn't bad at the drinking pub. The inn's beer wasn't much cop, but the drinking pub, it was good.
So we've got our trip advisor for all the different pubs for the food and drink. We've been a few places now and we're keeping track of the food and drink and anywhere we stop. So,
yeah, but, hopefully here they'll change the dwarven beer next time.
is there anything anybody else wants to do in this town this night?
other than get some sleep.
I just wanted to point out that I probably would have the bear down with the horses before I got wrecked.
Take the bear to the stables before you got drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
The horses appreciate a bear being there.
They've got they'll keep him in a separate stall, I'm sure. And the bear's well trained, remember.
You've been travelling with him too.
Yeah, and the bear slept in stables before, and he's quite well trained, so.
So well trained that it's injured 2 members of the party so far.
Today.
When it was confused. Ornate attacked us too.
It doesn't like elves, does it?
No, not so much.
Likes me.
You're a half elf only though.
Maybe it doesn't. Yeah. Really tiny little.
Anything else in this town tonight?
No.
Okay, so where are we resting? Pretty Sally's is a pub and not an inn.
I thought we were put up at the Honda number.
You are, that's right, yeah, you are booked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're booked up, yeah. Correct.
Suits me.
Okay, so Darrow, roll me 1d100. Okay. So the next morning, 46 days till court.
Yes,
Elise wants to go shortly after breakfast.
we
Right.
have places to go.
How many hit points do we get back overnight?
2 from sleeping in an inn room.
And we're probably doing some curing.
Oh yeah, Tammy. I remind.
I was just about to say. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead first because I'll remember.
I was about to say. I think that I booked a stable room for me and the bear because I said I was going to stay with him. That was just because I'll get like 1 less point, will I not, if I'm not sleeping. In a room.
I've given Darrow and Eleanor their hit points. That people can do for the characters they've been looking after or playing.
Okay, so Cornaith I'll do. He's up to 11. Anyone else to go up any?
Gillian, I think.
You no longer have Gillian.
Alright, fine, he's left.
Gillian and Helmond are no longer part of your party.
Fine, in that case I will close
Oh,
this.
cross him off then. Uriel Helmond.
We'll give them another 5 gold pieces each as their share of the money for the Umberhulkais.
They'll accept it gratefully.
Kiara might actually not have stayed with the bear last night, and she might not have rested to get hit points back.
Okay.
If they're leaving, and Helmond is her last night in town, so
Okay. Okay. Say no more. Say no more.
You have an
coming
apology?
into work tomorrow rough as hell and still hurting. So
That's okay. So yeah, you had a good night. Let's just leave it at that.
So okay, so we can sort out the party order when we have an encounter. Then you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, because you know your order.
Yes, that we had. Darrow was on the front cart.
So you're here. So what does it take? 1 day? So let me pull this out. I'm just going to pull my measuring thing out. So, try to do it as accurate as I can.
oh, maybe it's a British thing, a Scottish thing. I have like that littlest hobo song in my head every time you do the little distance thing.
Right, so I want to stop you about there. So that's 13 kilometres. So how long did it take you to do 13 kilometres on the road?
Could
At
they?
the moment,
So about 3 miles, 3 hours, 3 and a bit hours.
is this a minor road or a major road?
It's a major road actually. This is just well.
Oh, do we meet anything along the way, or do we get
It's-
straight there?
It's not still no. It's still not a major road. It's a minor road, I would say.
Okay, so in that case, if we've got draft mules, they're moving about. They move. Are they 15?
We've got horses,
Draft horses?
haven't we?
Yes, but what's the movement rate for the horses?
I believe it's 15.
15. So in that case, if it's
But that's not the rate you're moving because you're not all riding in the carts. You are moving at 12 walking pace.
12.
Human walking
Fine.
pace, yeah.
In that case, in theory, we can go 24 miles a day.
Okay. So it's probably about 2/3 of a day to get to about here, right?
Yeah.
Well, you don't even get that far. So let's say just over half a day because I want you about here, right? Because there's an obstruction in the road. Now I'm going to move you onto another map.
Yes.
It's not a danger. You can immediately see that it's not something that appears to be a danger. It's this one here, I believe. Nope, it's this one.
Oh, I feel like we nearly got a sneak peek at something there.
No, the other one looked familiar.
No, that was an old one, yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh.
So, yeah. It's not a combat encounter. Don't worry about your formation. I'll explain what you see in a second when I zoom out. So yeah, there's a blockage in the road. Basically, there's been a crash. A couple of wagons have crashed into each other. The loads have spilled all over the road. There's more than this. I just only dropped some of it, just for sake of building it. There are a merchant and his guard, and there are a family of farmers whose wagons have collided into each other. You can see further up the road, the farmers' wagons are static. They've got there's 3 cows are tethered to tree stumps or trees, just grazing. They're stuck here, or they appear to be stuck here. They've stopped anyway.
Did anybody hurt? Is it just?
Well, are you going to approach them to speak to them?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I am.
I'll look all around to make sure there's no signs of an ambush, though, because this is a.
I think Cornaith will send Maverick to have a look around behind bushes.
Yeah, Maverick doesn't see anything else. Nothing at all. And I mean, as far as you all can see, this is what it appears to be. It is a crash in the road.
Well, I'll ask Elise whether she recognises any of them. Being a merchant who travels this road, she may recognise them.
One of the carts, bear with me a second then. One of the carts is like totally dug into the ground on one corner. One of them's got 3 out of 4 wheels broken. The other one's got 2 out of 4 wheels broken. And has a big smash up the side. All the horses, the 2 horses that were pulling this one are not here. So the merchant guy's missing 2 horses. The cows here are safe. That's the 3 cows. These guys had 1, 2, 3, and they've got 3 cows. So their cows are safe. But this thing's fucked. This thing's fucked. And you see, yeah, this is the farmer's family, and this is the merchant and his guard. So who's going up to speak to them?
Well, does Elise recognise the
Oh,
merchant?
does Elise recognise the merchant? No. I've got a name for him. Oh, wait a minute, because there is a chance she will actually recognise him. Maybe not know him, but she may recognise him. Give me a percentage roll. Give me a percentage roll. And this is just like a chance that she recognises him just because he's a merchant. Yeah, she does. She definitely. Did you roll that D100? Yeah, so she does recognise him just from being a merchant. Nothing more exciting than that. Ooh.
If it's not an illusionist, then it's probably kosher.
His name is Airdeth Almeida, and he's a half-elf. And she does know him. She knows him from passing conversations, from being in the same business, from going up and down the same road as him. And his guard is a human named Justin. So she does know him, and they are friendly. They are passing acquaintances, in fact.
I feel we should at least help tidy up all the spilled vegetables and spilled goods. I'm no good at mending carts, though.
Okay, so you want to help with the moving of stuff off the road.
You can help move stuff off the road.
Okay, you guys would certainly be able to move all the crates off the road anyway.
And,
Offer to drive one of them up to town if they want a wheelwright.
North to Elton or back south to Gerwald?
We're headed north.
Yeah.
And we're nearer the north town than the south one. We were over halfway. So we're prepared to drive one of them, to give one of them a lift if they want to go in search of a wheelwright.
Okay, so the family, like you, are travelling north. So I mean, the thing is, they're going to have to come back anyway, so I'm trying to decide who would want to go with you the most. This merchant, Air Death, he's going south. So, how's this going to work? You're going to offer to take someone north to a wheelwright, but whoever it is going to have to come back anyway.
Yeah.
At least we can help them get there safely.
Yep. So the merchant, Air Death, he's quite adamant that he doesn't want to go all the way back north to go south again. But then he would have to go south and come back to get his... He's down 2 horses. He needs horses as well. He says, what about perhaps maybe I could buy one of the wagons from you? You've got 2 wagons.
Our wagons, mate.
But
Lisa's wagon is full, and our wagon has got quite a bit of stuff in it as well.
yeah, you notice it.
We can represent it.
He's hired for the purpose. No.
Does he want to buy some horses? We have 6 horses
You
tied
sold-
onto the back of our wagon.
No, you sold them, remember?
No,
Oh no, yeah, you have an extra 6 horses with you just now.
exactly.
The 6 horses can't carry his boxes though.
Can't they?
Not without a wagon. His wagon's fucked.
Yeah, they're probably riding horses anyway, aren't they? Or are they cart horses?
They are riding horses.
The riding
but-
horses.
but-
They're the ones you took from the bandits.
Yeah.
He could buy one and ride into town, couldn't he?
Yes, he could send off one of his guards to town to get a wheelwright and carpenter back.
Yep. Okay, so he's going to agree to that.
Or to buy horses to go into town to buy a cart.
No, he says if you he'll buy one of your horses and he'll send Justin south into town to bring a wheelwright back, a cartwright. And he says what he'll do as a kindness, as a merchant, he says if you will protect him for the night, he will then pay for the repairs for the cart for this family as well, for them to go about their business. So he'll pay to get his own cart fixed, and he'll pay for this family to get their cart fixed. But what he wants is for you guys to protect him for the night, because he's sending his guard away.
Well,
Well, that's up to Mistress Elise.
Well, Mistress Elise will have a look in the road and she'll see that these carts need to be moved. They need to be repaired to get out of the road. You couldn't get past if you tried.
well, we can probably. We've got enough strength between us to move them off the road.
No, because there's one of them is embedded into the ground, and it's going to take the proper tools of the cartwright and his team. He's going to have to bring labourers to do this. It's going to take cranks and levers and winches and straps, and yeah, you have the strength, but you don't have the tools and the expertise. It's not going to be as easy as that, I'm afraid.
I thought we can maneuver. We can. I would have thought we've got the strength to lift them off.
Yeah, but they're stuck in the ground. No, I don't know how to explain it physically, but no, it needs the cartwrights to move them. I don't know how to justify that to you enough to convince you that a cartwright is required to fix the situation. They are stuck.
Agreed. But if all the timbers were knocked out, say demolished, it should then be easy enough for us to move the axle, etc.
You could destroy them and get past.
Exactly, yes. So it is up to Mistress Elise whether she thinks that we ought to stay here. How urgent is it?
I don't think we should destroy their carts. I mean, it's their livelihood.
Yeah, the farmers are not going to let you destroy their cart. And this guy's I'm not wanting to buy a new cart. I don't mind paying for these guys to get their cart repaired. I'm not buying myself a new cart, never mind buying these guys a new cart. I've already got to get my cart repaired. I've offered to get their cart repaired. I need to get 2 new horses. So, all I ask is you guys be my guard while my guard goes away to help all of us. You're stuck on the road. They have no cart. I have no cart. My guard is going away to help us. You will be my guard. Everyone's a winner. These are poor farmers. They can't do nothing for anyone.
How far is it to the next town?
North to the next town, so we need to skip maps again.
I mean, which is the quickest way for them to go? I mean, we don't know if there's a Cartwright in either town.
There was a Cartwright in...
You guys don't know though.
Yeah, there's a Cartwright in Gerwald. It wasn't... I hadn't marked it on the map, but there is a Cartwright there.
Okay, and how long will it take them to travel to Gerwald?
So we're about here.
They're going on horse though.
Yeah.
One man riding is probably.
This is faster. Yeah, this is faster than the cart, so that's not going to take long at all. It's 13 kilometers again, but it'll be like twice the speed because it's the guy riding along, one guy on a horse. But then coming back, you've got a Cartwright who's going to have horses, a cart, tools, and a team. So that's going to come back at the same speed you guys got here.
And he won't necessarily leave immediately.
No, but him going there is going to be fast.
Yes.
Now the Cartwright's going to get here the next day, isn't it? You need to protect this guy overnight, and the Cartwright's going to come the next day.
What's the weather been like, Ryan?
Well, rainy at times, I guess. Imagine British autumn, right? So kind of getting cold, kind of getting wet. Nothing's a serious problem yet. Decent days, bad days. I guess some days you would have some serious rain. But yeah, we're getting towards like the end of a year. We're getting into like the autumn of a cycle there.
I explain why they're so stuck as well.
Yeah.
Well, if Mistress Elise feels that we can't progress, and if Eleonora is willing for us to stay here, I shall stay with her.
Yes. What is Elise's view?
She sighs, she says, I suppose one more night won't kill me.
I'm just thinking I think Eleonora will be a bit impatient.
She's got 46 days to get there.
Because we keep on having ridiculous delays.
Yep. The Cartwright's going to come with I mean, he may come in the night. I don't know if this guard can convince him to come straight away. He might come in the night time. You might get like an 8A 24-hour service, or it might be the next morning. You don't know that yet.
I'm just looking at our spell lists.
Oh yeah, Tammy, I meant to remind you before, and then I got off track. Have a look at your spells and think about what you want to memorise, because you've got a clean slate again.
Okay.
So I've got to pick my one spell.
You're one. That's another Umberhawk dead. That's a lot of XP. Like you never know. You might be getting quite close next time.
Actually, this is the next day, isn't it? So I would have had to cast armor on myself, so I won't have any spells.
Ah, okay.
Because I used up my armor.
That's right.
You get minus XP for fucking up the same way you fucked up before and nearly killing everybody.
No, you get minus XP for metagaming.
What's that? Oh, like I could meta game. I can barely actual game.
Yes, I'm just looking what this list, but I'm going to do a spell details up.
Okay.
Now I've got to click on be somewhere where we've got the characters, so I can click on Darrow to see what the spell does. Can you?
All right, Reb. Okay, hang on. So.
You can either bring the party onto this map.
I didn't mean to make them so big.
But this will allow me to.
There you go. Sorry for moving them about so much, but now I'll leave them still. Okay.
And now I need to enlarge the map further so I can find Darrow.
Darrow's on the back of the back cart.
Yeah, but I need to be able to see his thing. To click on, currently up to 208.
Move out the way a little bit.
There we are. Darrow. I suspect this thing has a reverse, but
So you're casting weighty chest.
no, that's obviously not a version I want. But I want to see if there's a reverse. There doesn't seem to be. I would say it was.
So you're trying to make something lighter.
Yes.
To see if you can lift the thing out.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it's going to take the Cartwright and his team, because he's going to bring a squad with tools and winches and stuff to get it out. So even if you've got the strength to lift it, I don't think it's just a case of the force to lift it. I think you need certain tools, the way it's stuck. Oh, you've got the spells to do it though. You've got the spells to try anyway. You're not letting this go, are you?
I think I've managed to do my spells for this on my sheet. If somebody could check for me what time.
Okay. Right, let's say then, Darrow, that you are able to move one of them but not the other, okay?
Yeah, I'd say I'm just looking at.
No, you're role playing your character and all those different options to do it. I'm going to say that, like, fair play for trying, and he tries that and he casts that spell, and I'll give you your XP points for doing it and everything because you're trying it. But I'll say that it doesn't work. It's stuck beyond what taking strength. It's going to take engineering.
The frisky chest spell looks interesting, but whether it's only chest.
Right, 1 second, I'm just going to the fridge.
We could always cast Enlarge on Charlemagne, and then cast Strength on Charlemagne as well.
Well, I am guys. So on my spells, because I get 3 first level and 1 second level, so I can only have web as my second level.
Yeah.
I changed them to read magic, charm person, and sleep. Cause for using large, if we come across like where I am confused again, and I've already chosen that, and I fuck it up, where I feel like read magic, charm person, and sleep will be more useful if we are like traveling our road just now.
No, that spell doesn't do what I want to, that I've just looked up.
So you're taking travelling spells, road spells. I like it.
There's that. Does my thinking make sense?
Yeah. You're thinking against like not using combat spells. You more social situation spells like charm. Yeah, I like it.
And because of what just happened with that Amber Hulk and fucking Magic Missile and the bear. Can you imagine if the bear had been enlarged?
So I was going to say that Darrow casts whatever spells he cast, and he's able to move one of the wagons out of the way.
So I would say light and load seems to be one that.
But one of them's still stuck, and one of them still stuck, and both of them still need wheels and major repairs. Excuse me.
Should we
get past if we move one?
No, the road's still blocked.
fucking farmers?
Animate object. Pity we're not at the level to cast that one.
Never.
Might will do whatever Eleanor thinks best.
Well, I would say that actually, because of the spells he cast and because of the lifting, I'd say that he gets it out of the way enough so that yes, you could get past. So the carts are still fucked up, but now I would say because of what Darrow's done by casting Drop on Holy Might to increase his strength, between you, you managed to pull it out enough that, yeah, you could get past now if you wanted.
That's all we need.
So what's Elise's feeling?
We can ride on to the next town and get them to send a.
Got someone going for help.
Well, that's no. The thing is,
Alternatively, one of us could ride back on one of our horses.
the thing
to
is,
Gerwald.
you could ride.
Or we
You
can-
could ride
or we
either
can
way
get
now.
past. Yeah, or we can like get past and like fuck off. Why do we have to hang around? We've got a court date.
Yes, we can go past, but one of us could ride a horse back to Gerwald, leave a message with the cartwright, and then ride back and catch up.
But has he not sent one of his
'cause-
servants off to do that?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh no, yet. Oh well, then let him send the guy off. Like we've got extra horses. We don't need their help. We're stopping.
He won't do that unless we agree to stay and guard him.
Yeah, he wants because he said that's his guard. He's got one guard, and he needs to send his guard away. He doesn't.
Okay, but have we? So, but we've
Sorry,
still cleared the road.
sorry, Ryan, how long has it taken us to get here from Gerwald?
Oh, several hours, a few hours.
It was
4 hours?
Yeah.
In which case it'll take 2 hours to ride back
Yep.
and 2 hours to get back here.
Mhm.
And then another 2 hours to catch up.
Yeah.
Because so
Well, 3
we
because you're moving.
yes, that's what I'm saying. If we travel if we ride back there 2 hours, yes, true, 3 hours.
Does anybody in your party have the riding proficiency?
Not me.
I think, let me check. I've got riding.
I think you do. Yeah, I think you do have horse riding.
I do. I literally just looked at it before. Yep. Land-based riding.
So, are
Somebody give me a horse.
you volunteering?
If it's going to get shit done, then let's go.
Okay. So, Kiara, you are going to ride back to Gerwald, and what are you going to say? You're going to go to the cart, right? And you're going to hire a team for this guy for air death.
Hang on a second. Is the merchant going to pay Kiara to do this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is what I'm wondering. So right.
Yeah.
But
In that case,
So
the
does-
merchant can write a letter and give her the money to do the hire.
yeah, I was just about to say, does the merchant want to just write his own message? I'll take it, give it to the guy, and then we can ride back.
Yep. So he'll write a letter, hand it to you, and he give you a purse with some coins in it.
Can Charlemagne keep up with ours?
No,
Oh,
because you're going to be going at movement rate 24, aren't you?
that's sad.
So either you go
Okay.
on your own or someone jumps on the back of the horse with you.
I'll just go on my own.
Okay. Roll a D percentage, a percentage dice. Okay. So you make it back to Gerwald within about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Let me just change maps again. So you make it back. You going to take the letter to the cart, right, and the money?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so
Oh.
and you're just going to start riding straight back?
He would need to get all his stuff together, surely would not. Would I? It would be terrible if I didn't wait for him. I'm
Why?
going to make it like, I don't want to really wait for him, but I feel like it would be in.
You don't. No. Kiara, before you left, what we said was you ride there, you leave the message, you ride back, and then you catch up with us.
I know what you said.
Okay. Well, in that case, if you do different, then we'll worry.
Saying is not. Like, I know what you said. I'm just saying.
without you.
I wouldn't really hang about it. I'd make sure that he knew that he had to get all of his shit together and that it had to be done, and then I would head back.
So you're heading back to catch up with the party. And the party, when she leaves, are you riding off at your normal pace?
She's a perfectly competent rider, isn't she? She can look after herself.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so as I guess before Kiara catches up with the party, as you guys are somewhere up the road, kicking on for Elton, getting near the town, you catch up on a group. You catch up on some people on the road, going the same direction as you. I don't have a map for an encounter or anything. I just want to tell you about a group of people that you meet, because actually one of the party members will recognise one of them. Darrow, you've met one of them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the road you meet 3 halflings and a human, right? And the halfling is Garrick the Bard.
Ah. Yeah, we met Garrick. Garrick, we met on our first session.
Garrick was the one that actually that finally gave you the correct location of the Church of Barrackthorn, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So you meet Garrick again. He's travelling with 3 halflings.
Hail there, Garrick.
Ah, hail, Great Axe. For what a pleasure it is to meet you again, good sir.
Yeah.
You're travelling to Elton.
Yes.
Ah, for we can travel together.
And on to the north.
And on to the north, you won't stay in Elton?
Well, the Lady Elise has some business here.
Ah. How long will you stay?
Did he say 1 day or 2 days?
She'll stay in Elton for 2 days. It's a decent sized. No, yeah, 2 days. Asanda, she'll stay for a few days. Asanda, it's quite a big town that has. Now,
Is it 2 nights we're staying, or 2 full days?
no, she'll stay 2 nights at Elton.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 nights. And then Asanda, she'll stay for longer. She's not decided exactly how long, but she'll stay for a few days. Depends how busy it is. It's a big market town. There is like a fair there. There's a big fair with where the travelling acts all stop, like a circus. And at this time of year, in the autumn, it gets bigger. So twice a year it gets bigger. So that it's always there, right? There's like a fairground, right, with different tents with fortune tellers and that kind of stuff, right? But then twice a year, in the spring and in the autumn, all the travelling acts from all over, sometimes from like different continents, travel.
And that's what this bard's headed up for.
Yeah, so Garrick will tell you he's headed to Asanda for the fair, and that's how he's travelling with these 3 halflings. And at this point, he will introduce his friends. These are my friends, Odo, Hobo, and Bobo. They are circus clowns, or aspiring circus clowns, and they're travelling to Asanda to be in the circus, and I'm travelling with them.
Right. Well, we are headed up to Silverhall.
Ah, so you will go through Asanda, so you will come to see the fair. I need to tidy up the map here, actually. I've got the road running right across the city there. I need to fix that. I can fix that, actually. So,
Yeah.
Asanda is a small city almost, a large town, small city, in the last of the kind of flat forest space before it's like an uninhabitable big mountainside. There's another town beyond it that is in the base of the mountains, a mining town called Mamor. You see that on the map?
Oh, right. Yeah.
So yeah, Garrick and Odo and Hobo and Bobo are travelling to Asanda for the circus, for the fair.
Yeah.
Garrick looks at Kiara. Now I know that you're a bard, but Kiara's not yet with you. Yeah, so there's no bard off yet. There is no bard off. There's no There's no bards at dawn yet, unfortunately. All right, so yeah, you guys are still travelling, I guess, while you're walking. These guys are making their introduction. Kiara, you are catching up.
Yeah.
I guess just before Elton, just a couple of kilometres outside of town, Kiara catches up with the rest of the party.
Alright.
Is she going to stop and get her reward from the merchant on the way? Because he hasn't paid her anything yet.
You didn't discuss payment, did you, Tammy?
Oh.
You just riding past them?
Sorry, am I riding past to the group?
No, remember the merchant? He's just chilling there waiting for the cartwright
He's
to come.
still waiting. Oh shit! Yeah. Sorry, I totally forgot about. I was concentrating on the back.
Are you speaking to him on the way past?
Yeah. I'm stopping.
You're stopping. What are you saying to him?
I've told passed his message on to the merchant and paid him. And the merchant said that he would sort everything for him.
Oh, the cartwright.
The cartwright.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna ask him what he's gonna give me for having done it for him.
I suppose. And he looks at his guard. He looks at you and says, I suppose, okay, and he'll grab a coin purse from way deep inside his cloak, and he'll pull out 10 gold pieces, hand it to you.
Does he have any gems instead of gold?
So sure, I can give you this. So in my world, gems are common, from 5 gold and 10 gold and 20 gold and 30 gold and 50 gold, so that it's much easier to carry money in smaller amounts, because you can just carry gems that are worth 50 gold instead of having 50 coins. Yeah. So it's quite common, and merchants will carry gems more than they'll carry money. So yeah, he can easily give you a gem that's worth 10 gold pieces rather than 10 gold pieces. Problem is, do you have the appraisal non-weapon proficiency check to tell if he's ripping you off or not?
What do I need?
A non-weapon proficiency appraisal.
I don't think so.
I know Slinky Nook does, right?
I'm not.
No.
Addict,
No, you don't.
Hang on a second, let me just check. I don't think I do.
Oh, I can't just. But please, somebody remind me at the end, because I do have an extra space to choose, and I would like to choose it because I've had a couple of things to think about.
Yeah, you've still got an empty non-weapon proficiency slot, don't you?
I do. I have an empty non-weapon proficiency slot, but I haven't taken appraisal because all my non-weapon proficiencies were stalker.
And Kiara does as well. You've had that for a while.
An extra one too. Yeah, I just have been thinking about different stuff. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. So yep, Kiara catches up with the party. You meet Garrick, and Odo, and Hobo, and Bobo. Garrick will look you up and down and says, another bard, eh? Sing me your best song. Sing me your newest song.
Is this like a out of gameplay, like not knowing anything about it? Is this like a friendly thing, or is he like being a prick?
You have to work that out for yourself, I guess.
Well, I can't work this out because then I might come at him totally wrong. Like I'm about to knock the cunt out with my loot if he keeps going.
Well, what are you?
I need to
Well, how are you responding? When they ask you to sing him a song, how are you going to respond?
Oh my god! I would probably tell him. I don't know. Like I have to know beforehand out of game whether or not like a bard's like other bards, or whether he's like being an asshole.
I don't think it's bards and bards. It just depends if you like certain people. I guess I don't know.
Right. Okay. What's his name again?
Garrick.
Oh, Garrick. Okay. Sorry.
The halflings, the clowns, are called Odo, Hobo, and Bobo.
Okay.
Nice to meet people about the right size.
I would probably just look at him, and I don't think I would say anything because my first response would want to be rude. I'd give him a look. I would definitely give him like a look, as if to say like.
All right then. In that case, he says I'll go first, and he's going to sing you a song, and I've got the song here. Let me just pull it up on the screen. So I'm not going to sing because I can't sing, but the song. So this is a new one that I've been working on. It's called The Pissing Guard. Well, she walked by the guard and gave him a kiss, but he had to stand still just needing a piss. And she rubbed her hand up where she dare, well, he almost relieved himself right there. As she backed up naughtily towards his peg, a little bit of pee trickled down his leg. 'Twas a bad time to give him a squeezer, 'cause he gushed on out like a water geyser. Oh, the pissing guard, it's a common curse. Don't time it well, and you need to burst. Squeeze it in and hold on tight, it's going to be a bloody long night. Hui. After the drinking was over, she took out her glass eye, put her false teeth in the water, hung up her wig to dry, placed her false arm on the table, laid her false leg on the chair. After drinking was over, she was hardly even there. The Pissing Guard. What do you think? And he looks at you. What do you think of my song?
I think it was pretty bloody good, actually. I quite liked it. That was really good. Well done.
Now, what about you? Have you got one for me?
Yeah, I think I can't make up a song on the
No,
spot.
but you can roll.
Not a
you can
Twitch friendly one.
No,
I think I'd probably get my loot out.
You're right, yeah, you can get your loot out and then roll a proficiency to see how well you play it.
Right, yeah, hold on, because my screen has...
It's on your character sheet.
Wall.
So you're not a singer.
It's not
Not every bard sings. Some bards sing, some tell poems, some play instruments. You don't sing, you play a lute.
Yes.
But that was
So,
his song for you.
It was a very, very good song. I liked it.
I didn't write it. I just for the record, so that nobody thinks I wrote it. I didn't write it. I took it from DM resources, from open source DM resources. I'm
Right, sorry,
I'm not
what
clever
do I
like
have
that.
to roll? Sheet now.
It's on your character sheet.
On weapon proficiencies.
All my proficiencies.
Instrument loot. Oh, fuck me. I've done so well with my loot before. Oh my god.
And the one time,
Should we just knock them out?
the one time when it's a bard that's the audience, you make a bad job. So you try to play your lute and you play like a really bad note. Not quite break a string, but yeah, you make a really bad job of it. Garrick is not impressed.
Probably
Is it
that's
funny
right.
at least?
It's
No?
out of tune.
Yeah, I think perhaps your lute needs tuned, Miss Bard.
I did have a heavy night last night. It maybe took a bit of a battering.
She did have a big night last night, to be fair. Garrick will tell you, don't worry, Lady Bard, there will be someone in Elton who can tune that for you. Someone who knows what they're doing, don't worry.
I might hit him in the face with my loot.
So you travelling on to Elton?
Oh,
Yeah.
me, yes.
Like everyone, I mean.
We're all together now, weren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have caught them.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'll bring up a city map for Elton. I don't think I've added much into it yet, but I do have one. Have I added anything to it yet? Oh, I think I have, yeah. Oh, I have, yeah. Okay.
So the guard's house is one of the things we're headed for. Oh, so the port is fairly nearby.
Yep. I've not added the King's Guard here. So, we'll add that in now.
Better be a King's Guard.
Oh yeah, there is one, so I'll need to draw that now. We'll do that here.
Am I in the right place if I can see a nag and saddle?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, just checking because I'm so bad at trying to find scale on the map.
But presumably Elise knows which inn she wants to use.
Porcelain Dreams is an inn. I'm not sure I want to drink there.
Porcelain Dreams, no, Porcelain Dreams is not an inn. Porcelain Dreams is actually, sorry, it's nothing as cool as that. Porcelain Dreams is... It's a general store, actually. It's just called Porcelain Dreams. I told you it was nothing exciting, sorry.
Crockery then. They sell plates. Cups.
Oh, that's way too big. I don't know.
Necklaces made out of teeth. No, that's enamel, but I used to think toilets and sinks were made out of your teeth that the tooth fairy
Oh, no
took away.
way.
That's what my dad
No
told me that.
way.
Yeah, my dad told me that the tooth fairy took your teeth and that's what made your toilets and your sink.
There you go. I've added the Kingsguard to the map.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Everybody see that?
Right.
So you're coming in off this road.
Yes.
Yeah, so the King's Guard isn't very far. Yeah, so it's a stable. You got the stable, and then you got a couple of other things, and you got the King's Guard.
Yeah.
If you're heading up that way, I would probably have a. Oh, that's so good that they've got a stable.
We've got some money to collect.
You do.
Hmm.
Do you remember? Has anybody remembered how much it is yet?
It's in my book.
Okay.
Well, you look in your book.
Well, the thing is,
I
well,
don't have
it could all change when you get there anyway, because you'll see. Anyway, never mind. Nothing. I'm lying. Joking.
Let me guess. He's broke.
Right, rewarded.
Do you remember his name? It was Everard.
Everard Hastings.
Yes! Somebody remembered his name. Nice. I need to digitise all these notes. I've got like a lot of paper notes now for this campaign that needs to get put on the computer.
And they're all paper notes.
Right, okay, so are you heading straight to the Kingsguard? Or are you...
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. We're taking Mistress Elise to her inn. We're guarding her and her goods to wherever they're going.
Yep. Let me just check which one she's going to. Oh man, so many notes.
Crown Gems looks like Crown Gems could be a bit cool.
You'll just need to excuse me. I think the crown gem is the jeweler. I'm just trying to find these notes. Ah, here's Elton. I couldn't find anything for this town. Here it is. Ah, no, she's going to the Naggin Saddle. That's where she's going.
Yeah, so
Crown gem is the jeweler.
we're wanting a jeweler, and if no one can value their own gems, then the jeweler could be handy for that.
The unicorn's horn is an alchemist. Odil's pommel is a smith.
Because we want to ask the armourer about whether this chitinous plates we have, whether they're any good for.
Yeah.
So is there an armourer?
Yeah, Odil's pommel is an armour and weaponsmith.
Right. So we take Elise to the Naggin Saddle.
Okay. So you go first there. You're taking Elise to get a room. Are you going to book a room for the night? She's staying here for 2 nights.
I booked a stable.
For the bear. And for the horses.
Night.
Well, the stable's here.
Well, yeah, I know. I'll just like take. I have to be there with the bear anyway, so I can take care of the horses too.
So you're sleeping in the stables for 2 nights.
Well,
Yeah.
hang on. Isn't there a stableman there to look after the horses, etc.?
Yeah, that's what the stable is. So there's guys employed to do that if you want to let them do it.
He's employed to look after horses, though. He's not employed to look after bears.
This is true.
And he was a wild bear, like in a daytime.
Okay, so you are.
Also, like the bear.
So you're going to sleep with the bear again.
Yeah, I've got bedrolls and I'm used to traveling. Me and Tegan used to just
Okay.
out and
Oh
get
dear,
events.
I can't make this out. One night it's a guard, another night it's the bear.
She's wild.
Being alone.
Okay, so Tammy, you're booking stables for the horses and for the bear and for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever that costs for the night, we can work it out in between sessions. Somebody make a note that we need to take that much gold from the party. One night stabling of 6 horses and a bear. Two nights stabling. 2 nights stabling of 6 horses and a bear. Sorry.
7 horses.
Oh no, 8 because you've got the 2 horses driving your wagon, and you've got 6 spare horses, don't you?
Yes, unless we can sell them tomorrow.
Yep. So you have 8. So it's a stabling of 8 horses. And where are you going to keep your wagon that's got all your stuff on it?
Where's she keeping her wagon and horses?
At least you'll take hers to the stables.
I was gonna say, yeah, why don't
No,
you guys ask and store them here, and then I essentially can take care of this stuff while someone wants to come, and we can do like half and half.
Well, presumably she's leaving Artan to look after her wagon and all the goods in it anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, she has her own guard, Artan, so he'll stay with her goods. She'll take the most valuable things with her in a small chest in her room, but Artan will stay with everything with her wagon at the stable.
Yeah, but I can stay with our wagon.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to
Well-
stay with Yara and the wagon.
Yeah, okay. So
Sweet.
you
Okay.
So Calvin's got a choice of sneaking to Archad or the bear.
Oh,
I
no,
think I'll
thanks.
probably
No, thanks.
chill. I think I'll probably. I don't have to sleep with every person. I'll chill with Stinky Nuke. I can teach him about.
Sorry. You haven't got a proper nose.
so
You're far too tall.
so the thing is, the Naggin Saddle will have stabling of its own for a certain number of horses, and there will be somewhere to park the wagons. You're probably gonna have to leave some of your horses at the stable, and the bear you're gonna have to leave at the stable. But I'm thinking the Naggin Saddle's got stabling for a few horses at least, and for caravans. But yeah, you're still gonna have to have a guard situation with them outside the place, or you're not gonna have to, but you can choose to.
Is there a horse dealer in town?
A horse
Dealer.
healer.
Dealer.
Oh, a dealer. Oh,
Well, presumably have to find that out tomorrow. What time is it?
yeah, it's night time now.
I'll have to find that out tomorrow.
Yeah, so you've come into town and you don't know the place, so these are just some things that you've maybe been mentioned in conversation in the past that I've put on the map. The rest, I guess, you'll find as you walk around tomorrow. Or tonight, I guess, whenever you walk around. But, yeah, so the limited number of things that are on the map refers to your limited knowledge of the town. Just like the map, the big map we fill in as we go.
What hours in the King's Guard place in the other town keep?
Well, it's like an office of, of the law. It's a police station. It's not open and closed. It's basically the equivalent is a police station. So it's 24 hours, isn't it?
The police station's out always 24 hours. That's
Well, in this case, it is. It's the guard station. It's the office of the guards. There's someone there on the front door. There's someone in the office at all times, day or night. Yeah.
The man might not be there.
The boss man might not be there later at night. The one
Well,
you're
we
looking
could-
for.
yeah. I mean, so we can ask to find out when's a good time to meet him.
Well, if you go, do you want to go there and ask to see
Yes.
them? Okay, so someone will greet you at the door and say, "Yeah, no, he's away for the night. He'll be back in tomorrow in the morning."
Right, so we get a time when we can do that.
Yeah, and that's just office hours. There's no 9 o'clock because we don't have clocks. It's fantasy medieval, but yeah, you know what I mean. Start of the working day, he'll be there.
And We'll find out. They'll presumably know if there's a horse dealer in town.
Yeah, he will. Oh, in fact, the guy you're talking to, the Kingsguard, will say that there is, yes. He'll tell you that the stables is in fact a horse dealer. So, add something to the map then.
So I think at the stable we'll find out
Yeah.
that they pull in horses too.
Yep.
Kiara can ride. Anyone else planning to ride? Learn to ride.
No.
Really?
Doesn't sound like it.
So it sounds like we probably want to sell. We want Kiara to think about whether she wants to keep a horse for herself.
Oh, you've already got a bear. You've not got a dog anymore.
I know, but do I have to play a horse, or can I just like have a horse and ride it, and
No, yeah.
the horse doesn't get?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not like you're walking around and you're rolling initiative for it like you do with your.
Oh, fuck it, then I'll take a horse.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's different. It's different to having a dog and a bear. Yeah, you're not rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Add the one up from me, crack on. Means I don't have to actually charge faster on a horse.
That's cool.
We've got 5 horses to sell then.
Yeah. So whatever the going rate is that you would buy them, it's a quarter of that, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Right. So Dave, are you going to do that?
Yes, I have it all on the sheet.
You doing the bookkeeping?
Right. We've got 5 horses and we let Kiara have the other horse.
Yep.
What do you call a horse dealer then? So you've got a stable. What's the guy that breeds and deals horses?
What's his like name or what?
No,
are
what
they?
do you call a horse breeder? The word is on the tip of my tongue. A ranch. It's a ranch? No, a ranch is cattle.
No.
What is it? What's the word for that? The
A
guy.
fancy word for horse things. No. That's
Equestrian is the word for horse things. The Latin word for horse
yeah.
stuff. But that's not the word I'm looking for. It's not farrier. That's the guy that puts the shoes on them. I can't think of the word, but never mind. It's not important. The building is here, next to the stables.
So it's presumably not open till the next day either.
Correct.
Okay.
I'll need to look up the word for that in between games. A stud. That's the word.
Any other business we've got?
Thanks, Dirty.
We've got the gems, we've got the armourer, we've got the Kingsguard, we've got the horses to sell. Obviously, if there's an alchemist with something interesting, we'll be interested.
That's what the unicorn's horn was. That was an alchemist. But that'll be closed.
Well, tomorrow I suggest we go and see the Sheriff Elton, Sheriff Hastings first, because he may want to purchase some of the other equipment as well.
Yeah, okay.
He may even want some of the horses.
You've also got the armour, the shells of the Umber Hulks you were going to take to the armourer as well.
Yeah.
And he might be interested in this magical leather armour as well.
Right, so you're going to go. So you're going to get. You've got your room at the Naggin Saddle for the night. You're going to rest up there.
Yes.
You're going to do anything in there? You want to have a drink at the bar or anything?
Unless it's particularly good beer.
Right. Well, let's roll for it, Darrow, mate. Let's say this is quite a decent sized town, almost a small city. Let's say they've got
any mushroom wine.
Let's say they do, right? Let's say they've got a mushroom wine, and let's say they've got a dwarven ale, and I'll let you roll for how good it is. So roll a 1d20. No, we did 10 before, didn't we? Roll a 1d10 out of 10, how good it is. I'll let David you roll for the wine.
We'll have a hangover tomorrow.
Hey, what did you roll?
Oh my god!
Well, no, you've rolled a d12. Peter.
12. Sorry, Al.
Roll a d10.
Funny,
Oh, right, so you got an 8 out of 10 dwarven ale. So in the Naggin Saddle, who now I think I have a little bit of details. The Naggin Saddle is owned by Matilda Acton, a female human. Their specials are a beetroot burger with oat bread and whiskey for 5 silver pieces, lamb and ale for 4 silver pieces, or ham pie and mead for 3 silver pieces. But yeah, they have a dwarven ale, which is an 8 out of 10 Darrow. Mark that up on your Fantasy Medieval TripAdvisor app. And Sninkeruk, with that roll, the mushroom wine.
Oh, that's vintage.
So, like, the rarity of him having some mushroom wine, the fact that he's even got it,
Yeah.
and then it's like,
Do they have cigars as well?
right, let's give it a 1%, because I don't like DMs that say no. Let's give it a 1%, roll a D100. No, he's not got any mushroom cigars.
But how many of these bottles has he got?
Oh, he's got one, it was covered in dust.
I'll buy it. How much is it?
Oh, you can have it for a copper piece. It's been lying there forever. No one ever orders mushroom wine. It's not very often we bump into the likes of you, my friend. And
I give him a gold piece.
He says, "Wow, you really like mushroom wine, eh? Okay." I mean,
You should appreciate.
it's not
Have you tried it?
it's not a full bottle, bear in mind, right? So this is like a bottle that's been, it's had a glass served out of it.
Well, as long as it was corked properly afterwards.
Well, you tasted it. It was a 10 out of 10.
Well, he knows how to treat his wine. I'll give him that.
So yeah, you give him a gold piece.
I will give him a gold piece for it.
Oh, he's very, very happy.
And I will wrap that carefully. I'm going to savour this. Oh,
Sorry, she's very happy. She's very happy. This is Matilda Acton we're talking to, the woman that owns this place.
okay. I'm going to have a whole cigar while I drink some of this.
Are you marking one of the mushroom cigars off
I'm
your character
marking
sheet?
one of the mushroom cigars off, yes. I'm having a whole cigar with this.
Special occasion for the 10 out of 10 mushroom wine.
Oh, definitely.
That is one happy deep gnome, everybody. What a way to celebrate a successful couple of missions in the last town, eh?
I suppose you want Darrow to roll 2d20s.
Well, that's up to you. Are you getting stuck into that 8 out of 10 dwarven ale, I take it, yeah?
8 out of 10, and we're in town. We're spending...
You've got a day to spare, yeah. Go for it, mate. Roll the charisma one first to see what your behaviour's like when you're drunk. Easy peasy, mate. You are star of the show. Right, let's see the constitution one. Oh, mate. Fresh as a daisy in the morning. Nice roll. So yeah, you can have the best night on the town on this really nice dwarven ale, and you can get pissed as a fart, and you're going to be fresh as a daisy tomorrow, and you're going to be everybody's best friend. That's what the charisma save is. So yeah, you've got a great night ahead of you, and you'll be fresh in the morning.
I'm just going to have one glass of this.
Are you going to have... So you're going to, like...
I'm going to put the cork back in again and wrap it up carefully in cloth.
So you'll need to do, like you've got your box of mushroom cigars with, 18 left or 17 left or whatever.
No, 16 now.
You need to get your bottle of wine and do a little mark for, how full it is.
Sorry, how many glasses have I got left in there?
So how many glasses are in a bottle of wine?
One.
There's probably 6 glasses, so if one's been drunk, that's 5. I've just drunk another one, so
there's 4 left. So you've got 4 glasses of mushroom wine and 16 mushroom cigars. But you're a happy deep gnome, eh? A happy sniff verblin.
Yeah.
The advantage gnomes have is that the glasses seem
It's a big glass for you, yeah.
as big, yes.
Nice. So we have you are sophisticated deep gnome Mr. Sniffverblin here, Playboy Sniffverblin cover, Hugh Hefner with your cigar and your glass of fine 10 out of 10 Sniffverblin deep gnome mushroom wine. Darrow, he's just singing songs and going, I am a hero and I kill monsters, drinking pint after pint, and that's the night you two are having. Anybody else?
Yeah, and
just shows how good that dwarven ale is. They've got to drink it fast so they don't taste it.
Right. Andy McCard, do you want to do anything in town, night time? Because it's night time. The shops are closed, but the guys are in the bar. Do you want to have a drink or?
Yeah, do they have an elvish pale ale?
An elvish pale ale. Let's say the bar's quite well stocked because they had a mushroom wine and they had a dwarven ale. So let's say they do. because we did for the other. So you roll out of 10 for how good it is.
Right.
It's not very good.
Doesn't travel well, no. Oh well,
So you're
I'll sip a pint of it, but I'm not having any more.
not going to bother with a big night.
No.
Okay.
And I shall sit in the stable with Kiara, drinking my wine.
Yeah,
going
Kiara.
through Svirf Neblin's philosophy with her and
Talking philosophy.
giving her the benefit of my wisdom on how it is deep underground, and she's ignoring me.
Need a loot.
Kiara's
No,
practicing the loot, yeah.
Kiara's like had a rough. She was rough as hell when you left this morning. Plus, she rode all the way back to that place and back again. Like, she is.
She's already asleep, yeah.
She's been toucan down. She like thought about drinking and then has just like fell asleep in this.
So Stinky Nook's halfway through a cigar, halfway through a glass of wine, and halfway through a story, thinking Kiara's really engrossed in this story because she's not said a word, but she's curled up next to the bear, just like Tammy after the game when she leaves her cell in voice chat. She's a method actor, everybody. She's a method actor.
And several members of the several punters in this pub will have heard the line, and then we saw the other Umber Hulk.
And then we saw the other Umber Hulk. Yeah, so you've got like a big drinking song, big drinking story going. Now, Garrick the Bard is here, so he'll sing, and I guess because the spirits are high and everyone's drinking, Garrick's going to sing a song about Darrow the Umber Hulk Slayer. Darrow the Bane of the Umber Hulks. So there'll be a new song crafted this night. Let me roll a dice to see how good it is. Why not?
We won't mention that he managed to hit an elf in the back of the head rather than a massive great umber.
Yeah, it's not the best song he's ever wrote. But Darrow's really drunk. He doesn't know it.
That's why Darrow's story has, and then we saw the other Hulk, because he was describing how he cut up the first Umber Hulk.
Yep. So he does a song, and it's not the best song, but everybody's in great spirits. And Darrow's telling his story, and he holds up the axe, and everybody cheers, and yeah, it's a great night all round in the Naggin Saddle. Anything else? Any other business for the evening?
No.
No.
We've had a full day.
Shall we go to bed?
Yeah.
Now you've everybody will be up at full hit points again now, because the clerics will get you healed up. Okay, so 46 days to go, yeah? Is that correct?
Spell.
Yep.
46? We need to keep track of that. 46 days till court.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the next morning.
We're staying here today, though, aren't we? We don't have to
Yep.
leave.
She's leaving tomorrow morning. You have a day spare here. So, Kiara, you wake up, and Stinky Nook, you wake up in the stable with the bear. The rest of you wake up in...
No, I wake up in the wagon. Kiara wakes up with the bear.
Right, okay, yeah. The rest of you wake up in your room at the Naggin Saddle.
And the King's Guard is our first port of call when we meet up.
I reckon so.
Okay, you want to just go there first then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are, again, you're ushered in to meet a man who's the sheriff of the town, just like Henry Arcott at Gerwald. You've got this man, the mayor, I keep saying mayor, not mayor, sheriff at Elton. His name is Everard Hastings. Everard is an average height man with short black hair who's he's got tidy hair, he's got a tidy short beard, his armour is well polished, he has a very business-like look on his face. As you walk in, he has a very business-like look on his face. But then as you walk in, that business-like look on his face turns into a huge smile. And like a huge smile, he's like, and they come. They are here. You are here. The great axe. You are here. They sent a messenger. I've been magically scry message. Someone sent me a magic message, and foretold me of your coming.
That's what Sheriff Harcourt said as well.
Yes. You are the famous Darrow Great Axe and your companions, and you don't even know what you have done. The man, Darkest Red Hands, the criminal that you captured, under torture, has given information to the King's Guard. That's why the message has been magical resources have been used to send a message to me, so that I can get this message to you when you get here. The man, Darkest Red Hands, has given us information about the leader of his organisation, which is not only shocking, but it's upsetting and personal to us of the King's Guard. For there was a man decades ago, many years ago, by the name of Dick Hydra, who was captain of the King's Guard for a long time. He squired for the King, and he was captain of the King's Guard for a generation, and he conspired to murder the Queen, and he almost got away with it. He almost murdered the Queen, and he was sentenced to death, and he was in prison in the city, in Silverhall, and he escaped, and he hasn't been seen in 30 years. And apparently Dick Hydra is the leader of a huge organisation, and these are beyond just bandits. This is beyond the criminal organisation. This is almost a militia, almost an army. And Dick Hydra has a personal vendetta against the King and the King's Guard. Dick Hydra is organising these bandits. We thought that this man you captured, Darkest Red Hands, was the leader of this organisation, and that was it, and that was the top of it. But this was a branch, and this organisation is huge. And he reports that they have a lair in the mountains. They have an actual fortified old castle in the mountains.
Yeah.
An old abandoned castle they have now, and he's building an army there. And
Nudge. I'm just nudging Darrow. Darrow. So far, we've got a captain of the King's Guard turn renegade. We've had another King's Guard turn renegade. Can we trust any of them?
This is not just a captain of the King's Guard. This was the captain of the King's Guard, the King's right hand man. So this is like your Jaime Lannister. Do you know what I mean? This was this guy. He conspired to murder the Queen and hasn't been seen in 30 years since he escaped from prison, where he was sentenced to death.
Yeah.
Which means he had help getting out of prison. So, how many of these King's Guards can we trust?
But this was 30 years ago.
Yes.
You can trust me. You can trust me.
How do we know?
And in human terms, it's the generation.
He's had 30 years.
It's a generation. The King's Guard is
years to infiltrate the King's Guard.
The King's Guard is an honourable organisation. I don't believe there's any infiltration here. This is a man who's...
Darkest Red Hands was a King's Guard and turned renegade. Yes?
Yes, we will have to talk.
And Dick Hydra was the captain of the King's Guard and turned renegade.
Yeah. So we need to see if there's any other deserters anywhere in the continent. Anyone that's a deserter, anyone that's left their post as a Kingsguard, anyone that's retired, we need to check on them.
I think we need to check on the ones who are still active.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure up at Silverhall, I'm sure the King will be having meetings, and this will be, the High Court will be having counsel about this right now. I'm just a captain, a sheriff here in this town.
Yeah.
This man that you're talking about, Dick Hydra, he's a legend of infamy of 30 years ago.
Yes. Well,
Not very long ago.
He must be at least 60 years old, the man.
Yes, well, if you've got a Randy Alchemist, that doesn't mean he looks 60.
almost as old as me, says Tarot.
Oh.
I'm surprised the man is not died from old age. The man must be at least 60.
If he has help from an alchemist, he could look 20.
Hmm.
I know he's only half my age.
But anyway, yeah, so you and anyone travelling must be not just an extra alert for an extra bandit threat, but this is not just a bandit threat, this is an organised criminal empire that we're dealing with here.
Well, we will keep our eyes out as we travel to Silverhall.
So we're going to attack a castle, are we?
What?
I'm not making any orders. I'm not sending any men from my town against any castle. If any wars are being fought, they'll be fought from Silverhall. Don't you worry, guys. I'll not be sending you after the man.
Can you please show us on the map where this castle is relative to the road to Silverhall?
The guy has given you. He told you that it's in the Silver Spine Mountains. That's all he said. And the Silver Spine Mountains are the big ones at the top.
Yeah.
And where is this relative to the road to Silverhall?
The road to Silverhall runs through them, or runs along the base of them. Look.
Exactly. So where is this castle, or don't they know?
They don't know. It's an ancient castle. An ancient abandoned castle from hundreds of years ago. An old ruin.
So they do know.
No, it's a ruin. No, this is information that the tortured Darkest Red Hands get. It's an old ruin. He doesn't know a name for the castle. He doesn't know an exact location. But there is an old ruined castle somewhere in the Silver Spine Mountains where this Dick Hydra has organised his militia army, his renegade army that he's building. And apparently these bandits are more than just a local threat. It's a national threat.
But this is foreshadowing. At some point, I suspect we may be headed towards that castle, but not until we've done a few current. Not until 46 days have gone.
You've got 46 days until the court date. But that's at Castle Silverhall. Whatever the castle was called there. I can't remember the name of the castle in that town.
Yeah.
I've not finished building Silverhall, but
We don't have time to go, I don't think.
no, you're not going to be there today, but I can show you like a little bit what I've done on the map on Silverhall.
Ooh,
I've started
I've
building
done
it.
look.
Castle Silver Peak, that's what it's called. So I've started building this one. I started building this one.
Oh my god, this looks cool.
I started building a map. Started building a map for Silverhall.
Yeah.
City.
We're gonna storm this castle.
No. That's the king. That's the king's castle at Silverhall. This is not a castle. Sorry, it's a ruin of an old castle, and he doesn't know a name, so it could be any number of castles. It could be any number of ruins, because there are dozens, if not hundreds, of old ruins up and down the Silver Spine Mountains. But this guy is somewhere in an old ruin. He's building an army somewhere in the Silver Spine Mountains. Could be anywhere.
Yeah, so who thinks that things are going to blow up in roughly 46 days' time?
Nah, the court date's in 46 days, Dad. That's got nothing to do with anything else.
No, of course not.
But if you happen to know where the king's going to be at a certain time, then that's obviously the time when you'll try and assassinate him, isn't it?
Well, the king is attending court in 46 days.
Exactly. If you know where he's going to be in 46 days' time, you know when it's a good time to assassinate him.
Now, when you're talking to Everard Hastings, he's just the sheriff of this town here, Elton. He doesn't know really much about a court date, so he's going to be a bit curious when you start talking about a court date. He's like, what do you know about the king and the king's affairs in court?
We've been called as witnesses in a court trial that he's about somebody.
Oh, okay. Now, you've handed this guy your letter at this point, haven't you?
2 letters.
2 letters, eh? So yeah. Okay. So he knows that you can be trusted. He's heard all about your deeds. He's got a letter of credit to pay you. So you have to get money from him as a reward for the capture of Darkest Red Hands. And also, you have how many suits of Kingsguard armour?
We've got a credit note for the Umberhulks. He's paid us for the king for capturing the bandits.
He's paid you for capturing the bandits, that's right.
Yep. We've got a credit note for the Umberhulks, and he's given us a letter advising that the sheriff Hastings would pay us for the Kingsguard chainmail, etc.
Right. So he was going to give you a reward for returning the Kingsguard chainmail that was the bandits had stolen.
Yep.
Okay.
And is he interested in any of the weapons and horses that we captured from the bandits? Given that he's probably going to have to call up more men in order to deal with the increased bandit threat.
Well, this is what I was about to say. He's going to say to you at this point, Stinky Nook, well, Stinky Nook, yes. I am going to be interested in... I'm going to talk to the mayor here. We're going to have to recruit more men. It's going to happen up and down the Silver Road. We don't have enough men. We already didn't have enough men, so drastic measures are going to have to be taken. And yes, there is going to be a great need for a lot of new weapons and armor. So yeah, I'll buy everything you've got that's usable. Oh, bro.
Okay.
Anything you can sell me that's usable, I'll give you what it's worth.
Fine. In that case, I'll just wipe that off the list and add 346 gold to our...
So you'll sell... How much... Did you remember what you all had? It was loads. Like, it was...
Loads.
2 daggers, 4 sets of Kingsguard chainmail, 8 medium shields, 2 halberds, 24 longswords, 6 light crossbows, 2 short bows, 300 arrows, 200 bolts, 5 riding horses, and their attack.
Now...
For a total of 346 gold pieces.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Now... Oh, what was the other thing? I just forgot. Anyway, it can't have been important.
Was some list though?
We need to meet some more bandits.
Need a bigger wagon.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Remember we found, because we randomly rolled treasure, and you found the cursed armor, the sword and the dagger, but we never officially had those identified. So because we didn't, so what we need to do is let's just like say, right, you've done it here when you've had them identified here when you've got to Eltun. So let's just say 100 gold per item.
Okay.
Let's say you've had it done here, because we need to get it done, because when we rolled it you found out what they were. So there needs to be some cost, and it needs to be logistically you need to have had identified cast on them at one point. So 300 gold, you get the 3 items identified, and it was a cursed studded leather, halfling size studded leather -1, the dagger +1, and a rapier +4. I can't believe you got a rapier +4 from rolls, from tables.
Know that it's cursed.
The DM does, yeah.
Because we
No,
have it
but
identified.
the players know it's cursed.
Only once you have the identify cast on it, you do.
So, okay, I think, do that.
You can cast identify, yeah, but you'd have to prepare it and then do it tomorrow, because it's a spell that you have to memorise, and you've not got it memorised.
I wasn't meaning it for like active for now.
Yeah.
Just asking.
Yeah. In future, if you have more time, you can do it. Yeah. So if you've got like, say for example, if you had an item that the rest of the party didn't know about, you might prepare a identify spell and do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think.
Never that being the case.
No, nobody would. I do remember though hypothetically asking about that, and it seemed quicker to take it to someone, but they.
Yeah.
And it just rings totally full.
The thing with getting the thing with getting items identified is if you are in, if you've got access to bigger towns and cities, and money, then it's much easier to pay someone to do it. Much easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good a specialist to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to pay to get the very fancy longsword and ring and shield identified?
Yes.
And the darts.
Yeah. So that's another 400 gold.
Yep.
You guys are like swimming in magic items. You're gonna have to get robbed soon.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
No, we haven't. So the very fancy longsword was actually a +2 longsword, correct?
It was. That was Darkest Red Hands' sword, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which Andermac has got.
Yep, you took a sword off him, a ring off him, a shield off him. Someone else?
Yes, the darts.
Oh yeah, it's darts. They were +1 darts as well, eh?
Yep. But I think Tammy's used some of those up already.
She did.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, and a ring. Yeah, a ring. I said that. You took the ring off him, didn't you?
Yep. What was the ring?
The ring was a ring of protection +1.
The shield.
Shield was a medium shield +2. No. Was I looking at the wrong thing there? The longsword was a +2. What was the shield? I was just looking at it a second ago. My short-term memory's the worst.
Because Artan did have that, but we've taken it back off him.
It is +2.
So who uses a shield?
Nobody in your group.
Yeah.
Which is why Artan had it.
Well, we've taken it back off him. We might be able to swap it for something else.
Well,
Okay, so
go ahead, David.
right, what we have left to deal with is the bag of gems that we took from Darkus.
Yeah, you've got.
The 6 gems from the Umber Hulk.
Yep.
And then the stuff with the sheriff. Letter of credit for the credit note for the Umber Hulks. Which Tammy was going to look up in her notebook.
Yep, but that's.
I know, but I don't have it.
It's not a problem because it's 11 o'clock.
Aha.
So, you just need to make sure you've got your book next week, Tammy. There'll be no mad cliffhanger this week. That'll be the end of the session. So we've got until next week for us to find out how much, because we don't remember, the credit note for clearing out the mine of Umber Hulks and clearing out his town of refugees. How much the reward for that was. We'll find that out for next week.
Right.
So that'll be the end of the session.
Okay.
Hope you've had fun tonight, Tammy and gentlemen.
I have. That's been really good fun, guys. Eat it.
Right, guys, I will come back to you in Discord voice in 5 minutes. I'll go and sign off on Twitch, as always.